Okay, all right.
All right. It's no.
Etiefo.
Me ma
Wednesday.
ayino enkasa na me ayino too.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. As it stands now, there it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm.
All right.
You Etiefo. So the can. Challenges may come, setbacks may come, um, issues may arise, circumstances may change, among other things. But one thing must still stand. You should figure out a way to move on. You see, when the waters are on their way to the ocean and they meet obstacles, they just meander their ways around it and then they continue their journey. In a similar vein, no matter what the problems that we have in our dear nation, Ghana, if our mindset is to figure out ways with which we will be able to contribute, no matter how small it may be, to help in the development of our dear nation, Ghana, there will certainly be a way to get around it. As it stands now, I am not in the studio. I'm on my way. Just like if our body is on the highway and is unable to host, no. I'm so. But whichever way, no, because we are just one body, all seeking one common goal. BB, all the way in Finland, has been able to set things up for us to start with everything this very Thursday evening. And yeah, afternoon, the time no kopa. Mama Kwaba, Aba Pharmaceutical, and then the main sisi ane deɛ wɔbɛhyɛ me introduce game no so ɛnɛ reflective Thursday yi na nka yɛwɔ nkɔmmɔ bɔ papapapa but ebi nti yɛntumi ɛnyɛ saa nkɔmmɔ no but whichever way kakra bi a yɛbɛtumi adi behind the scene no yɛhyɛ aseɛ ɛna afei yɛate asi highway no so sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a atiefoɔ nyinaa nso bɛte nkɔmmɔ a yɛbɛsi yɛdi no ɛnɛ ɛso nti sɛ wote ani sɛdeɛ dr sasade ntu nasa ebidi akɔ dr ebenezer mofa boate na ne papa yɛ nti no matter the situation yɛbɛbɔ no din daa nana nketea ɛnso ɛte ani yi a na kyerɛ sɛ papa smiley bɛgyina babadwafoɔ anan mu gyina atiefoɔ nyinaa nso anan mu ɛto nkyea ma obi biara baabi biara wɔ biara sɔnkyeɛ nim na yɛnto akwantuo no so ɛnɛ dɛ na yɛnhwɛ deɛ yɛn nso yɛbɛtumi ayɛ ama ɔman ghana akɔ ne mu yo sɛdeɛ mekaeɛ no bibi ɛna ɛbɔ mmɔden ahyɛ biribi ase eti megya akasa fidie no nyinaa de ama bibi ɛnɛ bibi na mfa na initiative ne creativity ɔmo yɛnhu nkɔmɔ a ɔpɛ sɛ ɔne yɛ bɔ na afei yɛne ne mmɔ
Oh,
nkɔmɔ
Maso.
kama
Na,
bibi over to
Debbie,
you.
o say is that reflective Thursday.
That's
And
right. Mm-hmm.
you're so much prevalent.
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard of it, my a democracy, a republic. You see, you say, Prince, your passing bill be a monopoly a free one so. Lawyer no, na lawyer be prepare wo go Ghana no. I don't know. Yes, I hear be. I don't know. Yes, I hear be musadia. Enti I think sɛ nsɛm no deɛ bebree na wɔtwe no mu yɛdi nkɔmmɔ na nneɛma bebree nso akokɔ so nti whichever way I'll be happy. But before that no, I want us to agree on something. One person yɛyɛ ne sɛ 10 minutes anaa 5 democracy abi ne ne wa ne of abet Sam ɔmɔmfoɔ pɛ sɛ yɛn okay yɛmfa ne sɛ sei no ayɛ sɛ nnipa a ɛwɔ so sa nti no um, yɛma enough time na manfo mfuro kakra but obi wɔ bɛka sɛ yɛnya ne 10 anaa 8
In my opinion, I think it's five. Some of them from the Sanchez, but
okay
you know, as the sub
ɛna wɔ visual cabinet na
no, be
wagya
I
bi na
can be
obi
10,
twa
10, 10, 10. Because
great
when you move war, one shot, no way feel your back and cry.
of course
That's my
Miss
opinion.
me
You know, kind of
means
democracy.
me know yɛ adwene
Obi
paa
wa don't cry, yeah.
nti majority carry the vote abi
Yes, yes.
ɛneɛ
Yeah.
yɛnkɔe reflective Thursday It will be fresh.
What topic do you have?
Yes, reflective Thursday in some baby. And last week we were not here. I didn't hear about you Wednesday,
I think
Tuesday.
I don't know. Last week, no, Wednesday, Tuesday and Wednesday, I wasn't. I was
Wasn't up.
late. Yeah, I went to work outside London. So
So
normally
yeah.
sometimes Tuesdays and Wednesdays, sometimes only Wednesdays. So yeah, this Tuesday and Wednesday, yeah, I was away. And yesterday it was very, very cold, and all my trains were delayed, even including the underground train. So it was quite a problem.
Mm.
Yeah, but so I came
It
home very late.
happens.
Yeah, I came home very late. Yeah, so I miss everything. Yeah. Anyway, so I think I was reading somewhere that was it Mama or somebody went to the UN to say they should pay pay reparation for slavery.
Preparatory money. I'm compensate here.
For slavery. And 3 countries abstained. And I think some of you, your guess may be right as mine. Some in this country, they abstained. Argentina abstained. And Israel abstained. And it's very, I don't know what words to use to say. The reason for them abstaining is they give about 3 reasons. One, the people who are demanding reparation were not the people who were enslaved directly.
You have a point.
I mean that is what the reason for them abstaining. That the people who are demanding reparation are not the people who were directly enslaved. One reason. The second reason too is they don't even know the recipient of their money.
Abby, they did not abstain. They voted against it.
Yeah. Sorry, you're not abstaining. They voted against it. Yes.
Yeah.
They voted. They didn't. They don't even want to entertain the idea. Okay. And the third reason was at the time slavery was on, to them, it was not made illegal. It was legal to
Yes.
them. Sam, Bibi.
Yeah.
If you listen to some of these reasons, sometimes, okay, the people who claim they suffer from the consequences of Hitler thing, were they the people who were directly involved?
Okay. That point is now see compensate omo.
Of course, yes.
Even
the slave masters, the people who were enslaved, the slave masters, the slave owners, when they stopped slavery, they compensated them. And two, who made it legal at the time? I mean, sometimes you don't understand. But if Black people, America probably why I understand them, but I don't accept their reason. Because they have the majority of they were at the receiving end of many of the slaves. So to them, it's going to be chaotic when they agree right now, because look at the population of Black people in America. You understand? And Argentina to do the same. Argentina, that's why when you go to Argentina, you don't see Black people there. They cleansed all of them there. You understand? So
That black guys so more enjoy you and
they are enjoying
see a
what?
man for so. I must say I am for so happy. Some do more mutie so mo nanando mo bedia.
No, but Sam, that BB, that's a different case.
But still they are going through one or two things.
You know, in Belgium, now, one man, I've forgotten the name, who was involved in slavery. Now they found him guilty. They are dealing with him in I think Congo or somewhere. I mean, in some of these things, the way they molested this and the killing of Patrice Lumumba, that man is being held to account. So I think it is up to Black people to intensify this, to intensify the fight, to be determined. Because some people, some little thing happened to them, you can't even mention that thing. And also they said it didn't affect us directly, which is not true, because we live through the consequence of slavery every day. That's why they feel we are like last to animals and so on. Because the way they treated us and the way we receive it is why they do that. But it's a big fight. So those people who are jubilating, oh, Akwantufuo started this, and Mama continued. We haven't reached anywhere.
So do you agree, say Omume is Ghana?
Not that we can set up a fund. You understand? Because I remember about a couple of months ago, there was one Kenyan woman who I think is living in the UK here. She said they should not give us any money because we will squander the money. Because she went to Kenya recently.
I am also with that view.
Hold on. She went to Kenya recently, and all the safari parks and so on, these British people left behind, they spoil all of them, so they should not be. Didi, I'm not with your view. Do you understand? The thing is not about giving us money. It's about setting up a compensation fund. Do you understand? That some of this aid we are going at a exorbitant rate and so on, we can draw upon that. Because we are suffering the consequence every day. So those of you who are saying, oh, come on. Those slave owners who were compensated, why were they compensated then? You are abusing your fellow human being because the person was not enlightened, or now they are enlightened. They say, don't do it. Compensate us for doing that. You say no. Meanwhile, others have been compensated beyond measure. Do you understand? When Hitler did his thing, when he was they compensated these people heavily. But why not us? And you, BB, too, you say you agree with. Come on.
The
compensation can come in different forms.
Okay. One
of them could be a fund. No, not individuals, because the thing is not affecting one generation only.
And say I say be a Ghana, you say be a 1 million. No,
it's going to be maybe Black something fund or something that we can draw money on to do some.
Because the others nothing is so.
Which one? No, which one?
Daddy Trump.
For what?
Oh, so how does say pull it down or a slave near there?
Why? And you think it's a good thing?
say these images new is always remembered people. So if they are pulling
Yes,
down from all exhibition things and things like that.
people need to remember.
Ah, okay.
You understand? People
Say hamo dia. I thought say be a hamo. But who you be near to be a genius.
of course, yes, we need a reminder every day. We don't need to clear that out of
Let
no.
others also have their views. You come back.
So, when you see their statues, their things everywhere, what they are doing, why don't they demolish all those their statues?
And say a thing say no more.
No,
You know
they're not going to do it. I don't want them to remove any of those statues. They should let it be there to remind them, to prick their conscience.
right.
There was one woman who was brought here, put in a cage, black woman, put in a cage because people want to play with her ass. So that was what you want this to be wiped off the
Sarah Batman.
Some more.
Yeah, baby, no.
All right. Do you want to pass a comment?
No, I mean reparations now. I was just thinking, we didn't come on again. What I'm gonna buy to be some befa your ancestors in the corner, right? And basically they work for free. So perhaps someone for so technology and equipment and brought back to Africa and I'm gonna develop it. Your roads your schools whatnot not into me and yeah since when no. Maybe they should just come and build a country and hopefully we'll be able to maintain it going forward. I think that would be a step. Basically come and work for free. Send your ancestors, and go work here for free, and then, maybe we can maintain it. That would be one form of reparation besides Abe's suggestion of like I guess setting up a fund. I think that will help. And in the Okan Trump also I'm gonna take it down way, and I think I find it because that's the thing with I think say America, like we don't want to face the honest truth, right? We don't want to talk about it. We don't want it to be there. Every time you bring it up, it's an issue. But you take a country like I guess Germany, where they face the truth and they faced what happened, with Hitler and the Jews and whatnot, they've been able to move past it. I mean, they've done better. I don't know if they've moved past it, but they've done better. And they've done better because they recognize it, they face the hard truth. And as a country, they progress. I'm not saying that they don't have their issues, they do, but you come to America, specific, for example, the state I live in, they don't even want you to talk about anything blacks related, like how blacks, they will prefer to get rid of all those books. And until you come and face the hard truth, it's like you just sweep it under the rug and it's always creating an issue. So the Trump that's here and taking it down, I don't understand why he would do something like that. Like you're trying to hide certain history and it doesn't
The thing is,
anyhow,
I
it doesn't
think
help
it
anybody.
become dicey. It's become
It doesn't
dicey
help
because
yeah. But I could understand because not long ago, right? The other side was also saying, see, we should take down the Confederate statues and this and that, and they were saying, well, that's our history too. Perhaps we should leave it. But so it's and it become dicey because you want and everybody wants something to be hidden. People don't want everything to be exposed. So until we come to common grounds, I Becca say, let's negotiate and come to some understanding. Unfortunately, this
so
back and
those
forth
things
is
if
just
they pay the money, then it means that you have bought the case. So now we have to get rid of everything and erase it. So within 50 years to come, no, we will not have anything trace about it. If you demand
yeah, but
payment, then that is how it's going to be.
well, I see what you're saying, but like if you bury it, it's like you have to learn from your history. You have to learn from your past. If you made a mistake in the past, you have to learn from it. You have to keep it so it can serve as a reminder of what not to do again or what to do again. But okay, completely new free on one. Who's to say the future generation will not repeat the same mistakes because they didn't know what happened back
But
then,
Bibi,
right?
Sam, quick one. Bibi, do you think if it happens the other way around, we could even they will really allow us to delete all of those things?
It depends, because what I'm trying to say is that there are some guys, some people, when they see those statues, they become agitated. Now, it pains them, because sometimes even when they come to Africa, you can
No,
even
Sam,
come to
Bibi, you are not answering my
Ebetimamba.
question. If we enslave them and they've done statues, could we have told them to remove it?
We cannot we cannot say it because it didn't happen. We don't know how their reaction will be.
Well, Bibi,
You
let me give you
understand?
an example. Take for example 9/11. Every time you mention 9/11, it's like, wow, it's never forgotten. We will never forget it. But as soon as you mention
But
slavery,
9/11
it's
they
like,
made
oh
they
my God,
made
let
a
it go. That
moment.
was 200 years ago. Blah blah blah. But 9/11, they'll tell you it's never forgotten. But what kind of slavery pen on
But
better say
now
that?
11, they make it a memorial there with the names and everything that they always remember. And they
The
are
point
also
is,
collecting a good money out of it. Also, people go
the
visit and watch it
the
and
point
get
is, it's
some money.
part of us, and we have to
Yeah,
face the hard truth so we can move forward and address it and move forward. But people don't want to do that, so it'll be an ongoing conversation. Moving can be baby, it's here.
yeah, okay. Bro,
Baby.
yeah, Bremoy, effective Thursday now.
Is it there? Monya, I'm also here. No one never can be.
I read you again, can kakra, be movie, kakra, near your Drapisco game for.
I don't know, say, the me who is as a man limited the whole thing to money. Wow.
Oh, there
Nipa
is
omo.
it. Say, no, it has
But
become
I'm
part of
making
it,
a point.
and that
I'm
is
making
the
a point.
request. In the August, you are making
No.
money, and I say,
That is not a request. Then nobody has requested money. President Mahama and Akwantufuo started it, and Obi requesting money. Omuka
now,
compensation.
sir, repensation day.
The whole thing is, say, until I say, a speech, a president, no more comment about this issue. No, you
Now,
people
say
should go.
no, listen, when we talk about that word repatriation, now it means it's got something to do with you have done something against me, we say uye bibi, utie bibi na
Editiaka,
uli
yes,
compensate.
but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean say money. To say
Ska
about football. Now who's a referee? A show be an hour. Who's another player? No any referee. It is not particular. What history no. Name the next action. Obe no be taking my decision no. And consider me. That is what they are doing because ever since the motor yet is no. Omumu ye bi obesi ne. And they still doing racism against us. So we need those values back. That is compensation we need. It is not about just money. Yes, it is not about money. Go and listen to the President Mahama in speech. Or say, ya dina ne nkwala no kura kali column sa. Nti America abe was right to say. And say ye bubu statues no. Or see ya dina nkwala no kura emma omunsua sa slave. Your friends and no trade no or ye nsuan was school mu bio ye yini in Africa columns room. Say they don't want even nkwala no hunu say omo nananom kra ye tomu na ye ma binum wuye. Those things they want it back. This is a compensation they are talking about. It is not about money.
So
And
you think say a good idea say yeah, how their grandparents went through,
sure.
how they
Yes, yes,
suffered.
it's a unim. Yes,
Would
it's a
they
unim baby.
in their come in their nyini na there?
Or they happen and a yaga who has a dear happen baby no.
Happen on the idea we were. What the child cry no the nyina de. Would is a be bonny be ne run it trimo.
Nti Accra
Because
Sports Stadium nipa be 120 wu ye no a eda so wo ho a ye nyina ye kai no ye nyim firi ho say happen na that has not never be the case ade happen ye na ye say ye nkyere omo wo ho nyina ma omo hunu say won say asem omo gina so nyina ne say nipa nyintum say this have been the
grave your friends say idea a crime a most grave test in all time in human life. And no almost yan to so about yan tum so it is not about the money.
Yen say crime.
Crime across human life ever since we are the most one I grave kese more damper horror any way yantum sa and also about no moto not about the money beer yes omunyintum no omu fa mind
the word that you need here is come out something.
That's right. Until nunti na ma until no trese ye pese omodi etum se omodi ye bone pen ne yankasa no trese ye jimi na ye da so kai eti omuma wiazi nyina hunu ga za na omo ye no so omo ye racist na omo nwene no so nka ho so omodi ye bone pen eti no omo consider that na no alone no crowd they can defend the people say any color black na koye te say a male thing na mom no ente sa na ye nkrofo no crowd ba ombe se bo mo ombe so mo anti na omo mu bi say oh na sika no kro omo de ba ye bedi ni USA dia no omo de ma ye any yuda ne sika help omo de ma Africa no sakwan o man bi afa so use ne sika ye de ma wasa na obefa so use no nti no de nye case say o man no de say ye de sika ma wa say de o use sika sa na obe use no matter what ene ya mfa mra won so a say obe bobosia ye politician ya mfa sika bi amra omo a omo be fan no omo we some of us we are not talking about the money. You better recognize sad, say I don't know ye mono ye who say ye demo bone. Na free ne kwenu say but any more negotiation crana we will give you the biggest proportion for it say ye be mama who say moso mo ye nkrofo a mo can be a wom and no alone we are done and bia ye pe sika bia from mo hontia sa na tie
okay
bibi
Prince ombade
so me that's bibi ye be che
so ye hu dia o so okay
you said ye can say abia ka very salient points in so internet de bia me ka je say ewia say do focus fair nyakopon na so ye fair one can say the word is fair so when I just say the word fair the NAC bleaching we are say free titinyina and sanity but we still talk about the wrongs in the Bible no crano one might be boni pa na ye bomudin and san crown papa for na ye kakrebi obi odi boni wo Bible bia ye bonidin ya fancy including David crano ye bonidin ma ye was wakofa Uriah it won't say the asama be kano 3 points no mujira say Thomas slavery by no na emra bi no but na emra wo ho omwanga so mo slave omudin slavery no omwanga sa make emra for root we hefa na emfa distributions one emfa sugar nko ha one emfa coca nko ha one emfa pop nko ha one emfa rum and san nko ha it na friend your friend said the triangular trade no so if Africa can say British for no eba omba coast na no say the America na American fonso de ensan ko Caribbean na ye na triangle no yan kase na ye ade dada because of tribals and but omo ba mu na omo mama omo de additional sikadian value be kan ho so that's it say African they say contain ho because over Africa Dahomey the Republic of Dahomey and Benin no omo ton nipa esin obia wa Africa we omo France na oba Atlantic Kingdom no so
help us. What are we actually demanding now?
Me we kakra. Enti ye ka reparation na. The word reparation no enye sika per se. Reparation say we are correcting historical wrongs. Enti compensation enye sika nko a. Ade kra mo hwe ne systematic justice. Say the kajen say a free time say the na beka no. The market has been skewed. Making in a way say you be the gadgets based economy no they be a raw materials na na yediko and making trade segmentations ni trade barrier bebre wa wo normal crop pesa ka wo de export kwa wo ye no yi kra no omo empene ma wo empanko and the systematic justice na ye number 1 say pesa correct financial system ni trade no a disadvantage to Africa nation answer na restitution ye ka restitution na normal mo wie ye culture artifacts o say Benin for Nigeria for omo ye very no nonsense society no normal Benin ni Nigeria one time na Benin Nigeria kra na ebom it omo ye very good in craft work no metallic the whole world in Africa ye metal sculpture ni sadia no omo we bebre ya ukọ British Museum wa exhibit be wo omo ya ma ye de bi ba Egypt fon so omo no ma ye we no bia mo de aba na so say British for the normal ya asante normal ba omo so omo de loan ye say ye mpanya exhibit mu omo sa beje omo ade enso enye omo ade o sa restitution nko sa normal activist nko ye kase ye gine ye ton a sika ebeja no ye mu be 100 million na eyi o sa normal no ye de komo de ko wiase nyina won Greece for dia echo baby da ano ye hyeda di label bo ho nti wo de ko eyi a Egypt a ye wie yan wo sa de ba ya jiska no sa de ba Greek for ni China for no sa and Italy for mo pom no sa no man dia gro nesen ka go mo yan theater na ke bubu ndadada na developmental aid so say obi o mo be fan health ni sa no ma no na main one is apologies and rehabilitation 2023 there Akufo do beka no na sa gravest crime na nka ho on dey say reparation but there nana yakase Muhammad ka ho no wa amend there Akufo do kan no eno no say yen ma sa de nye eno nana Alex Bese ka no gravest crime yeka gravest crime say boni ye de di nyina as collective human race boni pa ye de di nyina ye slave trade no boni ye de di nyina slave trade no adintia wo de hwe
yan jintum yan fe anon kan jintum that's all nam ye ho atoya na
the make me say
I don't get it the thing oh
yeah the make me say reparation ka ho but reparation and make can say it goes beyond financial aid no be same pontienie so man jantum tieni we UN as you America form vote America say bia muntua but UN bit make peska tieni America for ne Argentina ni Israel for no so mo mpe no mo vote against no and now all the European Union no any UK so munji say UK no or ka ho on the Dutch for na e slave ni power Ghana de for na Asante for nyina na call Caribbean so no Tobago na Antigua no and na Pantopon so ne Dutch for so no yeso am call can say Suriname so that's any Guyana anti Frank Rijkaard mo ne with Gullit mu nyina mo ye Pantopon o mo ka Cromatins bo no sabi before no ye mo de it goes beyond it is say empono a big statement because never in the history say obi kra obo no mobogu because 5 permanent members no obi a win interest we are normal prefer yes say yembogu but with this time only 3 you 193 nations and was as so only 3 vote against 125 plus and Nigeria 2 and abstention for nearby 52 18 so many to say woman about say yes conversation no or decide how are you going to do it say yen African na ye bekuma African Union say ne ye chairman will be and yen obi enye tenie enye Africa country be na slave because so enye Africa country be na slave because so tenie your records no ho your countries like Senegal ka ho Nigeria ka ho Benin ka ho Ghana e ka ho so that's here and e bia ukọ eye na eye kan say na media ye na bibi the best can say me say the best can say a very good say at least no yetimi declare say we are saying nchirebe ma no you say ye ka the gravest crime e wo ho a hwe eye mami 1 minute make eye Israel for ya mukai Holocaust na na Benjamin Abika no Israel for we cry omunya Israel for na Bible no Jew no the biggest crime in the world no o ma benefit more than $1 trillion Holocaust no that is not even the highest number of people ye ku 3 million of Zionists want to say adopt the kuomo and they be Nuremberg a Nuremberg court ye that's to try obo say Germany be a wedi ben 100 years ne yakofa naba German for share more than 100 billion Poland we say Poland yeah that's to say because almost some of the Jews know Poland they don't call concentration camps Poland just get free yeah they develop Poland free America
Yo,
the biggest okay, over Africa, almost bet 20 million a year. Almost 20 million. Even Belgium, King Leopold Congo wins for 10 million. Which you church almost the king of the king of Belgium, King Leopold II. The first
I just say,
That's it, right?
I ain't okay. The can I say me, I didn't say me confused.
Because who limiting it to a certain internet be away. But
I say, who cook fire if for the by what can see customer count? You can't the usual customer count.
Mistake. Financial you can but and no my mom be
Hen around me busa say, what do you say? We are seeing in to say no need the biggest crime, ya who bet toyana. Nah, yeah, free.
it's not
No,
about
no, best solve your problem now.
baby, it's not about saying better. Uko koto a conversation
So,
because
all the praise now, but over some baby, over some ye see a dinkomo. But don't say, yeah, because one far at that point, and real one, and come on, very one way. Because at this point, you see any near a adias and mano, any free system. Was you there be a man who was at the bear. Otherwise, yeah, retreat. And no, there's one more scadia. And I say you have the right to erase the thing, everything. And as I say, or ye be in replace of it. Say, why ye may be mempe. And he be shemanama and I say ye be a patame. Ye pata dear, then ye, we have the right to erase the thing. Is it any free or no? Was you me free or one in now? Muzo say, Yensa, and repatriate me. Because I be brave. What do you just say so in a if you are not so for fraud. I just say,
That's it, right?
yeah, it's you.
I drink as I say. Yeah. Me fa baby ka krent me ba na me team wo other platforms so.
Okay.
Na ye wo ka se bi na kan pese me kobo abe the contribution ansa na media na baba. What the ma me so dia me no wi abuka kobo chire na metie. Ye wo ka se bi say who is to bear the cat? Ejedi say sa anansesem no what pen pani out adwam.
Who is to bear the cat?
Who is to bear the cat?
There will be maintained.
Yo, okay, mami, yeah. Kura na omo tena ase omo baby. Efe omo hu se ekwan ya ajamwane na busuafo de omo fa so. Eya sefen. Omo fa ajamwa echi omo mbewe. Echim mpanimfo ni bewe. Ekoso a na efe ahohiahia aba. Ene nkura ni nyina ebo dem. Se momma ye hu kwan a ye de ajamwa befa so. Na kwan ya ode ye fa so ne de wotete. Motna si fitia na pa ekodu ayimre no mo ina adwen ko bankum se and then as I said because ejamwana ba fe afiri wura oh watita no we copy o mo so impromptu nti wa went men to mirika kase no ono wache ware and as na te dia and then mo miamfa adoma nkosan ejamwana ko mu ma se wo ba etimi atene nka ne adwane penifuta so oh yeah adwen amode aba ya adwen papa yo mo bo mo se hwa akwa we nyansa wo tirim iti mo betu apono no ba ko tena hodi no se na why na this adoma no be kwa akosen ajamu akom there is who is to bear the cat nkomo ye di na ni
We which man sacrificing.
yeah who is to bear the cat the solution friends say diagnosis ni ye hu the solution why na di adoma na akosen ajamu akom ajamu aso woni fufu ajamu wa wiwida na mono no we nti nkura ye global south ka global south so wohwe map no wohwe globe no na wohwe equator no a na si ho nyina ahia fonko a asi omomo asi ho nyina most of them were enslaved Most of them were colonized. Yen yaka hubo me yuma by 123 ya to abano. The perpetrators in kura ejramwano ni asebon mono. Some out of baby anyone they abstain. Yes, they could not vote yes. They want to some vote to no. It is so abstaining. Into a exercise in futility. What do you mean?
Yeah, me too.
Exercise in futility. And for BBM.
And for BBM.
Yeah, one year. Yena ya betna ejamwa krum he. Yena ye ne ejamwa ne se bonete. Wan hwa ye ti anye ya ye mum ne ho bekire. Kwa ne ka cho se omo sisa mbra no omo nim dia mahama kan ni na. Ha ne ka cho. Putori they don't know it. But omo nim say mofra na ba the Gen Zs no. Omo akuma ne ye hardened to say omo papa no. There are some point on my transient we say some favorable conditions be for the minorities, for blacks and other stuff. This I tell you, yeah, mamu.
Any be more money.
Dabi, yeah, mamu who history no cry.
Okay.
So, wafa, I bet na kroma me treat taxi pa. So many enipa e communicate. So we nipa omu ye ignorant pa brofu bosso. A big name says slave trade the crack or so man we mu. Some don't even know. Do you even know? So we share Bronia, what to crime paya, what to outside America paya. Or no related different. We share will be a one kuta passport to cry. Or you brute. Oh, no, it's only meaning. They know. Omo can be a yeno. Omo bet me as a sambran, omuni. Na ayi wafa, mami show. Economic architecture. Omo industrial revolution mene na yakoso no omo the raw materials na ye. As raw materials no omo fan wo global south. So ofan wo global south. This oma wo ye year ne ho ne begu.
Yes,
It obefa kwanuase bia so for you to remain poor. Obi a wo global south bia wetimi apagya ne kon no. No omo nsa wo mi bi omo apene so se wo bra soro. So Gaddafi, you can stay as long as you want. Dako de besha. Trally or Namhoya, it's only a matter of time. They will eradicate him. Yeah. Into the economic architecture, no, and society. Do you know what we can do? You could way to be where you are no. And for BBM. What we have in near my yet your answers to it. Good governance, corruption. And we yenye we ye krum. Na say ye we ye krum na say fina ya konra. African Americans will come back there. Ba join ye. Then we will unite ourselves. Masa. So if Ghana now cross after wako Togo, a difficult chance say o koji say ufi Ghana now ba New York. So it no baby said the Mahama Bejina Hoye, exercise in futility. Messi Gaddafi ni Hugo Chavez aye their chairs for 2012. Between 2010 and 2012, the 2009, 10 and 12, our YouTube, UN General Assembly, and I Gaddafi was also on that hotel. President Otis in the backyard, no cosi in the tent. Only Hugo Chavez. Now Bush it will be. In some more kind, in your been the Mahama kind. Offer, and then I send in the night. Besides, they die mysteriously. It's yeah, answers to it. The corruption. injustice back home. Sikani reparation yeni na sika there. Now that is not a solution. Nothing will change. What man who cry a bufu? What more?
You divided my attention. Divided mind.
No. Because me pictures now there pictures now online. The story is out there.
I just say Crowbodium Kakra.
Medase.
Upon Yakosi watching somewhere near here also. I do have you see that is a divided minded. Upon Yakosi watching. Oh, okay. When you're ready. You're ready, dear. Yeah, yes, enko abi so be now assign. Ah, boy. Yeah, we are frame ne sometimes yeah na I check a bit check a cry.
Unim the obia can be a ye. But say obi so anka obi hu.
Yeah.
So yeah, approach the news and crop almost is some super. But we still have to fight. Timmy the panic kind they been an just say and then we must start taking. But I was say obi kama eto mutirim. Then we are saying one is saying and then yeah
Is it dear pan ye pesto moye? Because for now no I mean dear pan ye pesto moye my
Bibi
Sani Mobetway.
I say idea person and say yeah no see strangers be free mu. Also crackers here mostly slave trade because no omo vote to ebisu abstaining from the vote. That tells you say they feel guilty.
Omo okay omo edi say dwumadi no man vote.
Obisa mi kura mi timi. American phone vote. They know because omo nim so omo jitu blacks e wa no go for agitation. Because omo fighting for rights akra omo nyan.
So omo the man vote.
So maybe omo say no omo mfa ho.
Any other African countries here na vote for it.
Enti the American say Yera Mahama Gusu King a dear na yesu free when no be one question I just said the bar out. Aden Africa for muhunya se free kwame nkombra so waka Gaddafi beto aso ase mumma yen di barriers in free emuni ntimi nye one. And when as say yes Sahel states na start you know. On say to mu standing to him no any French no. On say omakoto a omode akrokro bom krom. Bro, yet you come where we know how bro for operate. Omu who nkeka. Basenka Africa ye hunyansa ni ye kabom ni ye normal factor trade ni ade. China bibia population. China oka so omu nye trade by themselves but they can do it. Cause omu doso India sa obi here obi. Ti me de ebibe ne anya adwene se bia papa no enkrofo aka beto so. Obi so abeka ne de ekọ. Gaddafi, they say West that time so many times. If I just say but we need to still tell our story. They say on say Rollins cool. You see, we have some things we can address at the same time. So and be a TB no masse. And I station as we book as I said, Ghana history say and I may share them from an inco. It now can and Kromani a champion Rollins myself from 79 or buy a coin a bimponim. The same thing. No can I no correct. Abrofu are the one of the most ignorant people I've seen in this world. Kakre bintina de biomka say the top 1% rule the whole world. Oh here. Until we are formed the media. Papa no account was say no anya crime. If it's symbolic crime, your vote is going to go in the record books of UNO. It will cast a nyehwe my bia se na usiti asiesi kono na ubehu no ba me a me pay history ni abakọ say me hu ni say yes omo ka ma wiase man nyina se nka nya asem anka da na yedi hu abobo. Have you asked yourself that question? Enya asem a asem enya hu na say for asem pakodo. That means there's something we all need to talk about. Nti bibi say bibia you should learn say omo a Omu DSO no, enya dia omu pay ye. Until say a pekwan be a befasu near nam wadi ye. Na say a Holocaust Museum of America. Yeah, more reparation scheme because the Jewish fought and the Jewish for and so my United Front, they were able to get money from the Americans. What about us Africans? Even Ghana.
Who said that is a friend says a museum? Jewish man, yeah.
One eye to ah. Na a woman ya basi Black Museum mama ya it was a normal way now. How people got
Okay.
here. If the people just don't keep telling it, the story ceases. Say na me kan bu ho sesi e kan Rollins asem a onim e wo Ghana ya won kwala ni bia from obi a e wo 82 na say usua na say ye kan Rollins asem a onim even kra radio station so ye kan bebre nim. So if somebody don't tell it, how would they know such a thing happen? Even when you are near the power of examples. So somebody have to set an example for the others to emulate. Then in that way, say you, I can't just what I cut from him. Now guys saying can yeah asema idika. Other than no me who did one bobo. You could have just stand aloof and say me fahu. It will be sana siche. Oh my idea name fata. Tuntum for Martin Luther, they all fought against it. But people have to keep saying. One day, ebe swaba we call kwa you man edu akoko anenye no pa bibi eja dia yeah for almost 30 years and say na fi assassin any dan akoko no start so that doesn't mean say bibi o ho we be kan I mean na make say obi a say no beti ase akọ ne kase mu devoid of politics and I think say the man did what every African should do. So we have to learn lessons say nipa na say only bo eti crack na say there be a can you and nipa five top on we na Africa for na third where the for no kwa omo ye. And so long as they keep manipulating, dividing us and rule like MPP are doing to us back home, that is gonna the same will be the same. Until these are lessons we draw from and no maybe a young who are brab say Yenfanto to Honian Shea, Niensisa is send a bear or muni a home abobo. This is almost almost demonstration on Quasiafu, Ediana, or more back can we know to. Now, say, no count. Last year, every General Assembly, Mahama about the last year he did the same. But this time, it got prominence. As he say, people are talking behind grounds, but he say, they have voted. I bet file so we see who said, Omo accept you. Slavery is something that it still keep going on, even our own land. That's it.
Abi, you have another views or more explanation? Abi, all right. Sam, you want to come again?
Yeah, baby.
No,
Yeah.
Baby. I'm back. Yeah, Sam, you want to go or I should go?
nah, go ahead, baby. I mean, Abby, go ahead. I'll come up with it.
Yeah. So, Sam, baby, you have to change your mindset. Do you understand?
I don't know. I mean, need my state yes, but I think that I'm trying to get the whole thing. On say, now my dream say, okay, the speech is like, Munjin Tung say, Modiu, at the end of my ninja. And you have to do something to compensate us. That was what my understanding. But other views nearby, HSA. No, it's not that early. But also at least they should do Nina bow down to that. And I make up say now a friend say trauma order say they should pull down most of all the things near the other. And I'm saying no. No, then we don't want to put down because we want it to be there. So that make me a little bit confused. See, the part is baby,
hold on.
because meaning say obi oha ohun saade na all these were sometimes when people post them on it, social media, people became agitated. So it look as if say it always remember us the pain the pain. If it is no more, then because he say it's no more, and we are all one. But
Yeah,
we also want us. I don't know, because if everybody get to know her, you know. But say at the end will be anymore. Any nipa, be a black, be a white, and we are going on. Then we move. But we also want to tell the story, and we also don't like it. So me who baby a bit. You can carry on, yeah.
Yeah. When you say they should remove all the remnants of this thing, this world war, whatever, it's their war, but they call it world war because they went to carry people anywhere, Africa, and so some of them they failed to pay them. Up to now, every year they celebrate it too. World war, what they claim to be world war, every year they celebrate it. Why don't they forget it? And we are talking of, you see, what you people don't understand is we are still going through the impact of this thing. The average black person goes through this in his life every day. Because that is what they've put in their minds.
And we want to get rid of it totally.
You
also don't want us to get rid of it.
Baby, those people who, when you use certain word, you use certain word, they say you touch us, you want to kill us, you want to just using a word. Oh. I don't know, maybe Finland and so you don't know. But this part of the world, there is one word. If you use every day, the job, you can have whatever job, you lose that job immediately. Do you understand? But they can call us nigger, they can do whatever they want. The point is, it is not the speech. Because all these speeches, they are aware of it. But what they've come to realize is, to them, they see like what you say in Tree, that is the thing, because they know we make noise. But how concerted we can be in demanding this thing is where we are. You understand? What comes after this speech? And these speeches have been going on every year. The fortunate thing is this particular agitation is gaining or has gained momentum. But how we should consolidate it is a problem. Issues like what do we need to do? Who will be the recipient? This is where we should come together and work out. But the scattergun approach, that somebody president from Ghana goes to talk that, another one from Caribbean went to say, no, we need to coordinate all of this. Do you understand? That the money bit is one thing, but other bits too should be enforced. Do you understand? Because all the negative mindsets, all these Oyibo people have, it's not only UK here or America, but all the mindset these Oyibo, when you go to Germany and Austria and all those things, they will say, oh, we didn't enslave anybody, we didn't do this, but they benefited from that enslavement thing. And all the mindset they have is say, oh, black people are last to animals. Black is all come from this colonization. Some people even suffer this negative thing. But to them, there are certain words when you use it's like you've killed them. Do you understand? So how we go from here to crystallize the thing? And I think the images, we have to even encourage more. Because we don't like our children, or we wouldn't want our children to forget. Do you understand? We don't want them to forget. The same way they also don't want to forget anything. Maybe this war going on now, which is affecting oil prices. You know one of the reasons for this war? They say in the 80s or something, they took some of their people and they should have finished them by then. Why didn't they forget it? Oyibo doesn't forget things. So if you people, somebody say, look at somebody call a whole continent shithole, but look at him. And you people, some of you came here to say it's right to say, look at this one calling a whole continent shithole.
But we don't want to forget it.
He did that because of his color. But otherwise, without the color, this one, how can this one call somebody shithole?
Yeah, maybe on say you don't see it necessary for the statement that Mahama made. Is it right?
I don't have any negative thing about what Mama
about what he said,
or anything said.
And you you think that it will not get to anywhere.
How we can crystallize the whole thing to achieve what we want. Come together. You see that we
So what do you think we want?
Look, if you're on this floor, we have a dissenting view. Some of you are saying it's not necessary. No. Certain group of people, when it comes to, I don't know, they are one. And these Oyibo people, they know that we are easily divided.
Yeah,
do you understand? We are easily divided. That is why today or something, it's like like we say in Ghana, Hochi. Do you understand? Just this way will make noise for some few days, then they forget. Do you understand? Right. Because they've tried us, they've seen us, so these people, they are like that, they just make noise. Look at America now, where they are. People sacrifice their lives to bring them to where they are. Are they fighting to make it better for those coming after them?
All right.
Do you understand? The civil rights people, at the time, they could kill all of them overnight. Do you understand? But they continued, they did that, and now you people have a bit of breathing space. But after that, the others are behaving like nothing has happened. When we have some people, if you blow your nose and the nose sounds something cry, they will eliminate you.
Abi, next time, what kind of bill now Parliament, Prince Rituals Parliament are passing?
The value for money thing.
I think it's about law monopoly.
Oh, I think I said something about two things.
When you come back,
yeah, but quickly, two things. The value for
you
money.
come back. I say a question in change. Topic.
Okay.
We want everybody to also everybody should be done. Yeah. Sam.
Yeah,
the conversation is getting interesting.
I was trying to unmute that bit because power and now pen I am for man no. Maybe you too know. Or yellow mistake, maybe you too know.
Good for good.
Now say just sap and I've been muting me for 3 months. Until you maybe the more question. Yeah. Or your mistake. Look at you on your days on your payment mute to the much the power and you use. Anyway, Vivi, yeah, that's it. Reparation and community ever causes for if for nothing at all, Mahama or our past president just making that statement, it gets the people to talk about it. It comes to the forelight, it raised some sort of awareness into nothing. Exactly, and then material and I say whatever from it, now it keeps the conversation going.
So for you, you want everybody to know what happened.
Exactly. Everybody, this past generation, future generation.
That point, maybe was it won't it develop some kind of hatred in the people?
It's a win. It will, and it will also develop some sort of, I guess, awareness for the people who wants to do the right thing. Because in society, you have different groups of people. In Krofobo or Honor, a bit more hateful towards the victims. And there are the group of people who
Because
some
as we
no,
have
things
some
needs to
people
be
who are
fixed.
racist, we also have
Yeah,
some people who also hate the whites so much that
exactly.
sometimes,
So
yeah,
and then you cannot escape it. So it's
yeah.
just a conversation that needs to be. We need to keep on having a conversation until because there's steps. First of all, you have to admit, say what you did is wrong, and then once you
Yeah.
fully admit it, then we can look at how we go about correcting it. Until say we can
You
get them
see,
to admit, say,
we say
hey, I
King
was wrong,
Charles na be apology na na say Donald Trump na nya apology no. Anka
and no.
ba ko
So
abegyina no aye apology na che wi ase
and
nya ye
for now,
akuma ke.
perhaps perhaps these leaders, these people might not be the ones to issue that apology or admit it, but we keep on talking about it, and maybe the future president or the future king or whoever might recognize it and say, okay, we will issue the apology, and that might change things. So it's a conversation that we have to keep talking about. By and then reflective Thursday, I think limit
Yeah.
with news and this is something. If I don't know, I stand to be corrected. I'm not saying yes, it's artwork cannot bombard the poster or platform. Listen, it has been destroyed or something in
Okay,
Kumasi.
me
And
man is second round there. Ba a
okay,
third round.
okay,
You
all
be
right.
say man
We'll talk
for
about
nya
it later.
Prince.
Okay.
Yo,
Ana brenwa ma chairman. Brenwa.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, another view.
Uh yes. Kakra na me can say also yeah kasa as Africans no kra no. And now the free
The
don't
divided
name
of
the
the issue.
no. Aha, yen said that no ya ho. And na yentumi nka ye ho mbom. And yes, me no ye wo ho ye betumi akontokwa ba so bi fra abonte ba bebo yen a say ye be fight say dipa. Nti say
Yes.
if one of us, although say yeah, Africa man no cry ye kura na still we know say somebody came sometime ebe ye born na ye can we should have be happy say in fact somebody knows say we consult and we have men omutimi kasa about it. Who will bear the cat? President Mahama says I will bear the cat. You say some time ago, Akufo-Addo says, I will bear the cat. Your friend is saying, Gaddafi did it, and a yakunu, as what? And I went to say, na even nipa na eko mo azem kura yeku omu tibi koko mo azem na yeku me enye new thing what I say eno na ehu se bemba wo fi no it is not about all the money even standing that assembly and say those things now alone a friend's achievement for somebody's political career. And I didn't and then a friend politics. Politics is a decision making body. One moment nipa who say, one more so nipa. Enti the air course in Africa, ne Ghana, any mpanyinfo more dear the more can be no nyina kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo pɛ sɛ aborɔfo kɔ so a ɛrecognize yɛ sɛ yɛyɛ nipa yɛn no
Mm.
ɔmo adwene ɛwɔ ɔmo tim ɛkyerɛ yɛn sɛ yɛyɛ nipa su no wɔ down no yɛyɛ pɛ sɛ ɛkyerɛ sɛ sɛdeɛ Kwame Nkrumah kaa sɛ black man is capable of managing his own affairs no ɛyɛ nokorɛ.
Brenwa, don't you think say also the way I over put yourself up no. The over your hono na be man nipa nso abu so ye nipa.
Sɛ ɛno na yɛka kyerɛ
Na
ɔmo sɛ
oda
yɛyɛ
bia wo
nipa
sore a udidi ne na ase.
yɛnidi
Osoma
obiara
ono di
n'ase
so. O
yɛnidi
ye ni
obiara
omo ne
n'ase.
agobo bosia betu ye yika.
Bibi wokɔ bank na wokɔbɔ bosia wɔ bank for hɔ ɛkyerɛ sɛ bank for no ɔmo na ɛhwɛ wa na wo
There be
kurom
ye bang
you go to
asemo.
bank ɛbi sɛ woka bank woka bosia asɛm nam sɛ wokɔ
Hey,
bank
na say
na wokɔ
na
bank na
wo
wokɔgye
tie
bosia
tie.
hɔ ɛkyerɛ sɛ bank na
Uko
ɔmo akɔ ade wa
obi o. Tie. Uko obi o na wo neighbor ho na wakobo bosia.
no.
Na de abobo ira konkoma. Uko na aka se ne ma ombebu.
Dabi o wokɔgye
Omo respect
bosia
us.
yo if I no sɛ mekɔ yɛyɛ nkɔ ɔmo wɔ nkɔsrɛ sika yɛkɔ ɔkɔgye bosia na ɔmo bɛtu yɛ gold ɔmo bɛwia yɛn ɛno na
All
president
right.
Mahama ka ho asɛm sɛ you came to steal us ama nnɛ no mu no mu ayɛ yie stamp nti yɛkora yɛpɛ bibi no bi agye sɛ yɛba mo ho ansa na yɛnya bi ɛno na yɛpɛ sɛ mote aseɛ sɛ ɛyɛ because of mo na ama yɛwɔ baabi ɛwɔ nti ɛnɛ no sɛ yɛne mo yɛ adeɛ mpo yɛtwe a mongu mu man that is all it's not about say
So I was sorry.
and then about say we said the tia is busy that busy guys no bit much mana
All
a
right.
mass any 15 million no we no massa back. They can't pay anything. But what they can do, they say, or more they respect ya. yeah lose no for long time nina ever try to get it back. Say the metaka no. The me cassette yawa. Next time no me who say me ma ye nya me no can say me be wa the next conversation no me try say me the credit kakra be mo me mo who say asem na me kanti ya no me ma na mani na me so ana man share da ana ma meaning it nti me pese me enye za me pa o cho bebre na mum me pese me next conversation with you a particular person no e corner say man who say oh I say me no me ho kakra kakra any e be so munya. It is not about any amount of money. It is that
All right. Good. Prince.
Time in the room.
5.
Five.
Uh-huh.
You okay? In the 5 there, maybe some the kind. Yeah, some mama kind. You know the speech. You know, the 5 minutes about 3:13 to
The
about
memo 2 be as I come.
You
Okay,
also
for the benefit of kind.
yeah, or shall I say, Madam President, Excellencies, Heads of State and the Government, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, progress is made in steps. Is the forward motion towards something better, and the changes are often incremental. Today marks the International Day of Remembrance of the victims of slavery and the transatlantic slave trade. It is a day on which we honor the memory of approximately 13 million African men, women, and children who were enslaved over the course of several centuries. We remember them through articles and oral histories, through broadcast programs, books, music, visits to museums, monuments, and memorials such as the Ark of Return, located right here at the Visited Plaza of the United Nations headquarters. Through these activities, we do more than remember. We document and educate. We gain a greater perspective. We find the delicate balance of learning from history so we do not repeat it while leaving the pain behind. In doing so, we begin to heal individually within our immediate communities and within the global community. This day of remembrance did not happen by accident. In 2006, our global community gathered here, just as we have done today, and resolved to designate the 25th of March of the following year a day of remembrance. It marked progress. Then the following year, in 2007, we decided to mark the event an annual one. So the 25th March of every year would be the International Day of Remembrance of the victims of slavery, Mundum Allah Zidianmaye, and the transatlantic slave trade. That mark an additional step in our forward motion. It is indeed fortunate to be here today, 2 decades later, addressing the General Assembly on behalf of the African Group regarding the draft resolution entitled Declaration of the Trafficking of Enslaved Africans and Racialized Chattel Enslavement of Africans as the gravest crime against humanity. In September last year, at the 80th session of the General Assembly, I stated that Ghana would move a motion to declare the transatlantic slave trade the gravest crime against humanity. This draft resolution is the result of months of consultation and consensus building by continental bodies, nations, experts, scholars, and jurists with the sole aim of achieving a united front and grounded the final outcome in truth, conversation, and moral conscience, remembrance, education, and dialogue. Today, we come together in a solemn solidarity to affirm truth and pursue a route to healing and reparative justice. The adoption of this resolution serves as a safeguard against forgetting. I conclude with 2 significant quotes. Former President of the United States of America, Theodore Roosevelt, said, with a great moral issue involved, neutrality does not serve righteousness. For to be neutral between right and wrong is to serve wrong. Civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King also reminds us that the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. We have traveled the long road, each step guided by a desire to be better, to do better, each step bringing us closer to the kind of world we would like to live for our children. On this beautiful day in March, we are called to stand on the right side of history. Let it be recorded that when history began, we did what was right for the memory of the millions who suffered the indignity of slavery. Let our vote on this resolution restore their dignity and humanity. I thank you. Tiweni asema Mahama ekaeno. It won't say we want it to be on record. Say the na ejab wachikan. Very, very important, baby. And no maybe real why mistake. And they won't say ye Christ say be ye Christopher no ye kind Old Testament na Nebuchadnezzar mo time Babylon bear over 100,000 years ago. Boni and Nebuchadnezzar yachro. Send the book and there's Obeku Daniel no Obeku Shadam. Shadam say, and yes, Yakupo to you, Nancy one G, yeah, and some more. And you're middle to Jim. Baby, a reassess is about sacrifice. A reassess about American Nakra Yetiano. Tell man no one can call for British for no near from the Great Britain. It says on mucha poll tax and almost munchia and the coupon to Conaba, you know. People have to sacrifice whether they die or not. They didn't care as long as they will have their freedom. Until the likes of Thomas Jefferson, Thomas Madison, a year George Washington, no more British for no Konya, no more pushy British for no Canada. So that's it. Ain't sanity. Hey, what can you be one cancel you be hey Gaddafi and yet after the Gaddafi and Copona says the Omukomono Fidel Castro, yeah, the embargo to Cuba, so but they are managing. So that's it. Ain't no to the beer, a yabia, and I say, and the Yankan to who can no to but can't near to one in your Bible, or say an example. You show my young if you pressure for and no more Iran for no. Roman Empire no, there Augustus Amuye na ya recording in na yin Claudius or time you for the Bible. Nero was or Benny a you Rome just say we or the best Christopher you could Christopher be pre and you show Hebrew chapter 11. It's a once a man can say and yes, he can't say or see let this be on record. A very, very important. At the end, you see the pen is better than the sword. And the example, no, powerful example. You try to one TV.
Just say,
a bit more it made the enemy. That's it.
I didn't say if you want to become Mamma Cobra.
Yeah. Ibi.
You know,
Ibi
once
Ibi abo for
you
them.
do one book, you know, once you start
Oh,
out
me
one call now.
near me dream one is a I'm saying now what you train me your boy Nanado Akwantufuo Abaso
Oh,
Anglican
yeah,
Church near
you say,
when
and
I
no,
mean
no, Becandia. And you have
when I
now
me
with ye for wins.
there be
Ye mouth
my
kind also can't
many
be
other
any.
maybe PNT my men come there the more second round and I second round
Oh, say, it's I didn't want some money, can't ye near ye can be me pay who said, there was
Obia can
some
be
people have
that
different views.
Obia can be a
And ye call different topic. Me per se, ye be call different topic now one can be. It is a only way no hope it can be out there me fancy. Now we found starting different topic. Why, Mr.
Yeah, well, we are now. Made the media now. We are topic now, bebo, but I knew what
I
another
never
the same topic.
and the
Okay,
have it. Why,
all right.
okay. I just say, why, yeah. You see, I didn't know. Your poor girlfriend. Time is money. I didn't just say, I know one year. Oh, Kasa. All right. I just say,
That's right.
Yeah.
Yo, Madam Mase. Na who said, I'm say, Medin I can't wait for you ways open. So, you see, say, a second one son is in your quaya. So one son is in your quaya, extra the story. Kadebia and your bomb of one of a day. Obedin kunim. The made the infoni biato platform na so. Professor the African Americans the before no more hano omo reacted to sa issue na course no. Omo bu afu word. Omo bu afu.
Say in what sense?
Baby
So can ya now say
no the reparation. Listen. Already know the puppet already know nipa no a wono obet odi sa abone no. Wo ni media no chen wedi kan ato ama omo say the Africans were the collaborators.
that's a na make say o can say obeje die kings no. Na as a go so empathy case be die. Ana
no. Listen. Kwesi broni na dwe mu do. Wedi nkan ya plant wo. Before na aka na anu mu say Africans sold them out. Bamba isukura no bombardie akamayate kwan ya omo fa so ye. But the one can say if the story wasn't so. Africans no ye collaborators in that crime.
Yeah.
So we collaborator was a crime no more. E be ye dan na what so atwa ho aba beka se ye obi ma reparation na obi nje ntwe se bi ade no ye bone. Ne amete no akoso wo mo adwem nti wo mo nim South Africans wo eso no de na wo nim ni say at that time no there was no Ghana. At that time there was no Nigeria. A small group of family members. Omo might no entimi sa nipa no a ode sa bone no eba no. Ehun ya meche no. But omo atro e wo omo no mo say the Africans were collaborators. And na omo to nkwaso no omo to amanfo no wie nso no eni say bia omo jae African for no ma omo manage omo agbo omo brawo. Dabi people were chased out. Ye capture omo pe nipa Africa fo be bakwa na mienu bi omo ho de ma omo nsa no ne ade no mu a saa shinap ne gye ne bi no mu a na omo ye was slave catchers omo kwakwache ye ba mo ho no mu a bi e be a village of about 100 huts a ye de bamboo enwere na de akatakata so a no mo atwagya to mu be pia na jo ne achew ne ye de ukọ. So until recently yana clans ni big kan omo hubo Ashantis for no many big kan omo hubo mu a that was the tail end of the trade. Fact no omo antro anka history no. African American bia kata ni bi o ha bia nim say African for a part of it. Omo ye collaborators. Inti me the video bia ba beto omo react omo say na omo njai Jesus say ban reparation a one ye repair omo suffer no ana say ye na yete African no and omo
na na ma brand ye beje home fast bend.
Ebi kwa pizza bia Nigeria for scam ni bi na.
Ani omo ti America no ne emfa mo ana.
Exactly. Into the consultation.
Omo America no mom na eze de.
Listen, the consultation. Listen, consultation for this conversation no wasn't in depth. So kuja to near na tikro mu apa no nim said ya.
Kuja to na true speech.
Yeah, I me no be adwen. Kebi akobadwen ho mienu. Wo omo akofa okuja to ni program bi oye no am se Colombia. And omo they can say no, Kujato should leave them alone. Whatever they suffered, they still suffering. Life for my own. And be crying this or more Africans. Majority of African American brothers over they don't even what can say African crying or no bear basmasa. They can hear reorientation. Now reorientation, no, a pepper wa bra yes, ye cool. Kwame Kumaje, edgy independence wrong. Nipa professional, black professionals if we are number Ghana. The Dubois. Muhammad Ali by Maya Angelou omo nyina by sake ye continue we sa entokwa no ana sa say fight no we could have won, but the oppressor didn't want you to win. Ti kwa me kuma to ye tu no yese bia ye tu ne se bia a local nkwa the sounds for international appeal because on we say no obi a bibifo ani. Tina me said the Mahama Becky can hey, ni consultation ni low. What the online people were bashing him. Yes, Ghana for the Becca so why are they can but the before the Wahano who be say reparation reparation if reparation and him for those in the mainland and I say more that's what that's one repair.
Okay.
Baby, quick one before the law, the legal bit, you know. I've got something here. Lord Mansfield was an 18th century British Lord Chief Justice, known for his 1772 ruling in Somerset versus Stuart. He said he held that chattel slavery was so odious. Those days, you know, all the laws they were using were British laws. So was so odious that it could not be supported by common law in England. Do you understand? So that people saying it was legalized was nonsense. Do you understand? Lord Mansfield is one of the top guys.
So
after
it was not legal.
Yes, after this Mansfield, then we have Lord Dennings.
Okay.
Do you understand? So the point is, these people,
Oh, I'm having. And I say he was actually
was a quick one, but not the firm. Yes, go.
Cancer. He was actually Mansfield was then even the Attorney General for the British and Wales.
yeah, he was a Lord Chief Justice.
Okay. All right. This conversation.
Drew me so na what him? Bibi. I just say about my so Tiasia said, who are the Black Americans here? They have their story. We also have our story.
This is Sikabi Bank, Yamfama.
Bibi,
Africa.
When you know about speech, you always throw in something that raises a conversation. Or can send to hot and one for reparation and can discuss it. Oh yes. If you can books would be you know so when it's speech writing, you throw in something that will get the attention of people. And that is what they did. Intentional. So I can't open. Me say yes and then no more can. See can necessary time who can see history now. Ni en shed dan chichi krum Arab for ni beton be slave trade in net. Mansa musa mo time. Slave trade no wo ho free ne buy ansana e bedru say and divide and rule no. That is what they still keep doing. Ebi no I just over can say jinamwa no one emfa adoma no nkoto ni komo. And no be no mo dey no. And no be pepe no there because when him Bibi abrofo design almost self now be can be say abrofo ni munyansa nse just almost tensem say do need to be catch ne ba say ni say obeti ba many will be before me no oma hu say ya adwene no yen tin no ma bi ase wo yetire mu mintimi hu so oma ye me sure so oma ye research wo ya adwene mu no oma say enkrofo de kan de we tu omutiri mu a ye be ko oma kon ah Eden abrofo beto abama Trump. Idea na Trump jina so de to aba. Na de policy.
Mr. What we have MAGA people on this platform.
That is, I don't care. It's my opinion. Because I made the MAGA deal because Trump de to omutiri say me beche before ni na Spanish for no ne omo mo kruma no ma din se mo ni na free. And that is what until Mrs. say, me they say treat us this year. You know what me who bro nipa. I told them who your qualification na your mindset on your drums. Then how crowd will come here the tax in a uchi. Now if you can't say more. Now me can say we they will say my penny for no take through Mahamo akofa same way abano. Build Africa or Ghana the way we want. I said, moment to Makojina Dubai, I can didn't you muntimi fast and say money gay at the end to me fan Arab countries. And I said, Omudi Musu in a way, Yambayala la Sulala. Imagine say gold, diamond, a dear in Africa, Ghana, Yeni. But Oma planted, these are the seeds, even crampon and now we're just as so catch the chrome hakata for no cra. Said woman parking can't you know. Omon parking can't room to me catch say yana namu ne tom. Of course, yana namu beka obian who bekas is slave no. Omo den tokwa ni dear name dada. And yenas the same thing amikai. And yenas an MPP in this bomb there. And that to vote. It's slavery. It's you see, baby, we although say papa na ready side we no. Mimi the end say fabeto to huko wa ukrum. What is happening now in Ghana? Are we not being enslaved by two political parties? Come on. Until to that and say why I can't drink quite chilly.
See the best and go for Akuma told me Uncle Crow.
But baby, what we have to learn is this is something that gives us a way a healing process. Emano. On say obijin in from so tuma. American for the almost so munintum. And at those days, so nampa na enye legal right. A force no mu coerce and no more capture. I said the American say you two parties are.
Then there you keep breathing for and say ye chew on bomb
Omu
tuja.
omu
Demartin by pa.
to muda, and that is what is happening. And then after American for anyone who say to Obama Trump and the BBA conform. But what can say na me babe and I'm say what maga for no yam pay any my Nanka no mother near her when Madame for back with Chicago. You a citizen or free groceries in fiscal ya munya careful. Near ya stop on your busan send ID. Kobeche na ni say catch him how you ID more monshe. You see they profile us. It's baby ho. Na senka ye hu nyansa. Me na make say sa kwhwe Trump went back to Abdullah Traore. Opeso on negotiating. You stand up to a bully will listen to your music. And that is why our people are not doing. Africa, you can who Togo cry ntibi who ko Nigeria na se Botswana kofa no makra he gra bebre. Visa.
Right.
So how can they? Yeah, it's baby.
Emma branch
Maybe a papa need the shame. So it was a poetic language. Yes. And that's what a good communicator. He knew what they wrote, they put in there. Just to get the conversation going to me there. I just said to for no back cancer more almost story. Nana no Martin Luther and Krobu to me catch say Faraka Mukrambe Efi. Obia on your opinions. Into me there. Don't bet you not fire who no move fusa ne dio. We are telling our story. They can also tell their story. That's it.
Yo, Cobra,
So,
have the
Bibi,
stage.
Asamana,
And some people reflective Thursday.
Sentina, and Razi, and same way in Abubutan say, Bebusa says, Scabia also Obejano. Ube boots Obedia, Hani Kutiamano, Yedema Catania, and Azia de Maganani.
Oh, say, and say, yeah, the home commonly, I was a
Bibi, and yet, Sicasem, Mecato was there, Nipatuntum for them. Obloni na you me bloni bi enu ayu bi bibia me I don't blame bloni bloni aye se bloni aye
Cobra, some year now can be, as if it can be was wonka.
Debi masema na meka kosi bibi mi di kosi masem no so ma me nka masem meka kosi baby meka do meka the same masem asema nka meka the same masem kosi baby asema oh keep quiet oh then I this ni kra
allow him allow him
okay asema ye can be 2023 ya obi be gina ani o platform is 2023 ya the same asema ye can watch me the same asem ya metwe ayi friend say book am read it ye o ka kire na nkire ye wo ha na say oh year of a temple ye mfa ne mampo na ada nkrofo yi ye ntwe o madwen no mumre fie anu kura nipa no is why e bone so why year of pretend e dey mfa so na dey aba e dey na dey aba and obi akoma speech a yes say no wa mayi wa beka bible mu nsem tie nkobo na baso o fe say the broni e dey ye na mind game ti mind game no play bi to no and then me fa so am nkrofo we metimi atwe o ma ba fi na ma kire say bia na e course ko ma ba be hu mu no kure no and then na ayi psychopath kan o m ka den including abi any o mo maka and then some no maka kire any studies no mu no o m ka say and then they say Mahama could get touch Rama Mahama Cockentino.
Yabaso, and there for fun being a medical.
Yamona Basso. Omo cano, a catapult Mokumano, Pomo Payassim in Abbey, almost say any atom, Omgati Brunina atom. Young Probiano pretty way, Omo Mameko, Montadi was on my net in Etibiaguase. Almost say atom and a daching, fire the young Africa for an atom on the iron, when a woman trim. But she go baby in your argument near them. Say, Omo Pomo and Necromo, no one tomo, Gruma. No more go back to Africa. Any Bibian wa catch on Momotia say. If you know movie Africa. Omo no more had a crana blow from the bay.
After and some of a kind, there's a cast, mamma, a for a zungu pueni aje. Tia moya basomo, share. Eh? But then I say, yes, oh, Japo Betty, I would be a farmer. And no answer, I say, Papa no be you, my day, the boy Ghana, Emma Ghana, a corner. You're back at the same as me. I saw for Anglican for Mukopodia, Abonabazo. Meaning, yammy. Your Mahama Becca him tea, no, any woman who no, and I watch no, and no, you see, no. We'll be back at any cuisine. Walk Africa, we are cut up with Eddie on my bank, and then I'm kind.
He said
We are to Brunin, I bet you, Brunin, Toby, one or two. Maybe I had this in Inchini. Minister Ghana, and I had this in if it's a quan win of Belfast or the Ghana Beconim. And I mentioned face a quan win and Belfast go, me and Chayimu. I had been training actually. To what face ya Chayimu and a Bagana Crave, Ubiancho BM. You were America, you're Democrat or Republican, or much and no more no mubu. I don't know, and you may be sure with him and then your money control wagon. Ada busuamu kura se akonyaba yentimi kopa akua free ba e ma kwa me free ba ba ntena ba bi ansa eno ma che omumu omu nche omumu timu fa sa adwini timu so bru ni nyi obi ahwe abi no o ha na oba maga buza say is maga going to pay no ai Trump enyo no omumu kuro mu British fo mo na ese mu kotu esika bia mu esika tue omu a mo economy nso na da for me tisi wo ko fan he tisi ya san ton mo am abidifo am san wo pro no abidu tisi ya san ton mo asa na yenye sika kotu Africa poka what you be wizard there is maga going to pay the money maga wapo bi nkwaso mo maga wapo bi nkwaso mo me nti am gina so to aba e ma Trump no I have my reason enye ayi obi otini ba bi akubusa na ID ada wo kroma na ko mo yimuza ID Germany ni muza ID o nya ID ntina mekoto aba ma Trump o mekoto aba ma Trump say the nekojo be sia abena be sia fu e tete ye kroma na pempenso ani edu ni say uyi broni a no wayi wo mo no wayi moa azana bibini aba why na Trump be yi o mo fisa position e de o makwa another position na ma ba nim kakra mempe de mo ti wona nsi humu
or move from here by.
me say proposition na position wanted me say kronu ai wo mu no e ya brofo na baka ne na omo aba ayifui ayi John Mahama na mfufu ani Solomon foi omo
Oh,
aba
Kabna, ya who say coffee.
esa de nyon kono no omo aba omo ba wi a na mmoa
Allegations.
enkrama ni ayi ye friends nyina mmoa no ne nkokɔ ne enoma aba ansa na tuntum enokura tuntum da na African Americans na ba na sɛ ne akɔhwɛ bie akori sɛ Africa pon kwa de awati o baby kura tititi
And your way
na
in
Miami
a
akɔyi
wula
wei
anywhere.
mekoyi
So put them
na
kakra.
mekoyi akɔyi wei no makɔto akyire wa bani mu a o de ɔsɛ ayi krata nti this year me say
So put them.
me change me nsa ɛno nyɛ Trump nti o mo a mo pɛ krata ni nti na me sisa
Who
mo
change you call my for?
oh there is a me kɔto aba ma me former governor or Democrat ni
Ah, okay.
na adwene da
All right.
pom that is it and
You
ebinom ka
ready?
say oh Oba me omo ye Democrat for dey Democrat for no mo kroma wo de okroma de the way a wo kire wadwene de no ye adwen na akɔ Ghana de a wokɔ Ghana omo ye NDC for de be ka omo
I'm all continue person in the corner.
no baby egina de gina ise kresi no o aba
Kabra,
omo
Katramo remain and Kabasan to Amana.
oh Trump ko bie mu a ka mehwe de ode ba proposal na ode ba no so de me 5 ne 2 no be ka wana na ise me ne de a kenenka menhwe nchen that is it this is what de me
All right.
ono so de me ka 5 and
Odoka.
7 enti sa kwa na why oka no they say ye ka che Trump
Where
say
they cry
Trump
Odoka.
e de ye ka
All right.
because of promise say 5
Ma why in soon can be.
and also
Why in
promise 2 no so my enti mon kan che Trump say o de
Odeka.
ye ka
Why in
Opening me show.
aha, Major so we are sorry. Indeed. You
Okay,
see,
go ahead.
so between the Ghana and Sema boy and India, or person can be a.
There more kind of make be kakrana.
How you?
Say, and I'm say, Mahama, I'm making history.
Sir.
Mahama making history for making big history because someone say ye woni pe bi wo so tumi gina e ma bibi e wo se eni pe bi tumi gina ma bibi na se the work no say ye no kure say ye no kure evidence is there to show say bibi say ekwo so okọ Cape Coast ho no na omo castles ne sisi ho no no okọ na okotie history na okotie meni me mai nyina yakọ hoda yakọ be mpre meni me mai pictures evidently yakọ mpre no na okọ na wotie history for the way slave trade na esi fatia na wo hwe dungeons any these baby edom hye ye ne sanu manoma na wo busa ho se eti adi we no kwepa asesie na adi wutimi ka sensie esi abofu no man kasa almost abstaining from voting no they know some be bone they know some be bone bia sa bone no ehun ka tue community ntua eti no maye do ma se da omudi ani wuo atu mo free do maye no ni wo no maye no because when him sankofo di be mu busa ye di ejimi fo o ma hu ye from afar say ye ejimi fo eye di ne nkoto oba na out of the lot no 120 something up voted yes in favor of not 3 not 50 whatsoever are abstain 123 it means say it was 123 countries from voting you know adungu no go ma dwunu ana and I say
African for those who
and baba jo say
African for those who
African
for nkwa ye be 50 something no
be 50 something Africans okay first all Africans no because ebi enye Ghana nkwa na see ye ebi see other African countries enye Ghana nkwa no ye dom ye other African countries witness they see you know the brutality of course so many years back just say sometimes no because say be any effect on us don't ye no be no because any effect on us it has some kind of psychological effect on us because why no kre akwa so obi oba ufie oba so for so many years akwa so obi oba ufie oba be ye ebia servant ufie na say maid bia na say bibi ufie for so many years na edu baby no one kasa no opinion na ufie no opese wo ye ade ma na ni dia kura no aye ni pana dwene say asa wo boa obetima che na de na say no wan say da bi enye so say wona ade ma no mfa ma no eti e was psychological effect e aba e wo yeso enti na mo je do mo ye no mo ye ebi mpo mo jitu say e be keka say asa de omo abstain ye no ye nti omo de ni ntum na de ye sie no kure no eno ne de me ntum say e no kure debi ya na be omo ni say ye wi ya na be sa ko ya ho no omo nya tumi agina so and next time so omo person mo ye de mo odine sini de mo ye ya omo saba ye because ye ne sa ne tie ye mpa de papa bia ma ye ho adi ye ko ye wo no a anko betutu tweti anka ye anka se be ka se fa nkomo wo no anka ye ne ko ye wo ye be sa fight am wo mo se ye fa nkomo wo no ye ne ye wo no a because se so mutu bu re krum e be fa abutreka e de ne ko because of musika obutu bu re mu e be fa ye sika ye ni pa bi ko ho no aye finance minister no
I know the ye ni akosan ye ni akoye agreement o so ukoye agreement bi e do bi aba fa obi akọ unu akoye agreement iti enye omufo
omobubo ti mu say ye no sa ne tie so na me chen but adibi edu be bia ye te o se tu Fatima ye ho I was to be fighting more today.
No, problem. You have to do it with your leaders because we sign agreement because they should know better.
The opinion,
leaders should know better.
The leader ye. To say, Obeka so, ebi bonabasu, ebi the woman, I was a side with African, and we be no more which that, omoko Bombay, Saddam Hussein, one any. Your friend say Libya, any other countries, where you go out to one of them, only 2 years, only 2 years, dear. Only almost said, oh, yeah, no, quite a look, a papa. Only the one person 2 years, we are no same we are. No, only the one doing for a papa. It will your mubia. No, I'm going to test it all your movie. No, the law, maybe to towards some best inside. na mu take ruru mu no nyam.
All right.
Eti bi mi de nduko ya mi say enye nipa nyina na be kamfo de wo ye no. Enye nipa nyina because ade bi on the Trump yi. Ebi mu so wo ye de ye. Ebi mu say onye de eye. Sa na ade kwakwa esisi a. Enye opanyini mahama yi. Say obi ye da kura na enne wasaba be page asem no na asem ye ngusu nka ho no. Ni enkoto aba no nya 200 something vote in favor of her. Eye de ne che so wanya ade. Eye de ne che ye hwe omo pene no. Omo pene no. Wo mu no mo be ye bone no. De kese me se wo ko Cape Coast ko hu de esi ye na ne mre yin ho no. Ai ade a obetima ka se wo ko witness bi no. At least no to see what happened no. Anybody history on be catch you na. We went in pain. These people just maltreated us badly. But we not go to America. Who's Americans be so so angry on the social media? Say they so angry. Nobody cares about you being angry. You can stay there and then just do what you want to do. So to me, Michelle. Any problem above from no material. Above from no material, to papa. Above from
Why?
above from
See, ebe de omobuye. Ebe de na omobuye.
above from
What you?
no
E dey na wasi ye.
Momo tete on na mo ye before mo kusa ku mo no. Me say omo me en che emre kakre bi eye. Me cousin bi adwuma keke adwuma
Hello?
mu kra no. Me cousin bi adwuma ya interview okrom a me ankasa bi join the interview. But enam say almost so on a camera no almost so e bibini no. Honestly say omo na be tum say adwuma no say I just say be kafa na e stage no. Omo ko zoom na omo so bibini na no. Me hu ade ko ye bibie ntimi ankoso bi. Em na libe nko betuma ye adwuma no. Obetuma ye adwuma nyina. Esusu nam so bibini no ye mfi no. Mo America mo nyina mu nim say treatment de mo ho no. Enya de papa. Enya cool. Na na etiri bi ye de say ho say papa nya papa. Say ye na ke yesu etimi ye. Say bana bi whatever benefit also de maye not even in terms of money any benefit also de maye. Na yesu etimi say no maye e wa ha no. I was they have to pay something to us. And in terms of only money. But there are so many things that it can come back a bit of bois and no be maye. Ye pribi my ye pribi my ye ho de anye ne omo ka ne ye supported omo can say and who say who should benefit out of the ye who should benefit say BBC ne de be fia nipa no asem to no tama ayi mahama guy wuye amko no wuye ye ma no ye ma bibie na ni ho ni na je ekuo na mo be fight as slaves na mo de ekuo no egusu tias ye oni po gusu tim ye leaders ogusu ekuo no omo fam repression omo ye pe no ye ba be nipa wo ko we sim ne da ye ko ni mo be ka se hwan e de man what yo we as about you know mo tin we bia so na it me ka chire sa wo bibi so
O
positive
wa
way
he.
yes
Sewa ma obi nso nka bi na mai na
me
tikoi.
me ti ase da any
Yeah,
power who
offer.
ko de we ayi abante ko hwe ba bia wo ko hwe ba bia wo ko hwe ba bia nipa ko hwe ye na wo hwe se nipa nya ho
Katachi.
bia be nipa ko be bia nipa ko hwe ayi kure ni ho no omo ti se toilet say santa and
Hello.
nipa ku toilet
O wa he ne.
what
O wa
the
he
guys
ne.
na be media what you
Yo,
muntin sa
offer.
because I am say chicken and chips na as
Offer trim.
Chicken and chips on the
oh
money, baby. Now say
Ba ma so.
for and I
yo
said the nurse for conquasum. You see, more Yansema a buying or why are this or the nurse
O
for
ya offer.
Viviana.
Your friend
I do
say
conquasum.
kwabra obi kasa o.
yo me that's it baby and you know me ma munyina adwo na
Ya jo
betie
so.
mo kakra me de ha me pa ne se yimu a ache bi gina fa MPP bi gina fa NDC no emwa o oman baako ye nyina ye kan ya no bom mo be hwe mo ye nka ne kure ye mu se ho ye nya fa ho die na no na di 39 years. A more 34 years, let's say the democracy. Democracy, so yenina yetiabutri baby so. Now, Enra, I'm a free in crowd, maybe P. Landela, Siami or Landela, Siami,
Yeah, Akwaba.
Thank you, sir. Me buy, let us say, good fear, your doctor, etc. 1 o'clock, hospital, me blood test, you're checking me prostate, Tuesday, NC. You come Ghana also, that's how it you. I see democracy, you see, you Ghana's democracy is growing. Yana question the be me busa mo, and they said, do since 34 years, MPP and NDC, Eddie Omansi, Ghana population, a mood do say and woman lifestyle. I called Nemo. Do you want to hear name over down here? That's just a democracy. Yeah, but not Butray, young, proper will be our Butray baby. When you say the democracy city, I didn't cost ba, road, come. Hospital, I won't call Anki to a Quabrasi, why wouldn't NDC by where what's a no call. A nursery near Heno. Sa we are crying your tresca cranial diamano. Sanya me here men nipa. We have dignified life. No to me unit. No, we have dog mamma crap. A bini chrome ho. And yada a me pass in Myanmar. Sabi when you just say at the papa wa between your back one cranway a draw gana ho. Abato crime, fear na Yakotraba, a drew her near Blantyne, and ye peer will be trim. The Pacra did second period, one co parliament, one co year president, walk a yano will be quite dabbled thing, they are both you. May pump chair, and then the crew through the way back open. Abdu Tribe Bienwa ye trouble you couldn't live. Yet ye Ghana ye trouble you couldn't live. And telling them to be new this blind support for MPP, blind support for NDC, young demand this or democracy, papa. The more who be a Britain, but a matrahati, 54 years, it be America, it be Spain, it be Minia BB or Scandinavia. Ninja here to about your Fastica, if you Kumubia. Yeah, they are to about 3 years, I'm marking on the wall. Your TBA somewhere in Ghana. I could be 9, you be 2028. And Yanda more so MP promoted, and dear MPP, I had their boy Ghana for don't want more. And dear NDC, and you're the crap, woman, ye be Yama, woman, woman, Nipaka Krabi, dear Nimo, no, my ye say, Tom, you're near money, a bush upon your population, you're near Cosan line, Trabano, Selana, a Yano. One way Dabon Ting, one way Tony Amos Titimu, Bassa, one way Tia Crassa, walking carry the same, you know. One running question because MPP don't intimate my ancestral life from out NDC. This year, you know, you can't to my bar, no. Now your team demand this. I feel you are 34 years. More dear, come you come boo. Munya adiana, you need to say. A democracy, say, you know. Say, you know. Mr. Remo, I this review. No more minute, because I'm only more minute. Munyai, Tinker try MPP, Tinker try NDC, you know, and found for so progress back, Cramry will be a woman who idea anymore, woman, the rest of us will remain poor. Hospital, when you say hospital, call it Bunipanda for a Tramiko hospital, and I mean that for that. You treat me as a human being. I'm a dignity and young woman. I'm a Yari crab, Yari cop. And you want to be who's had the Ramon Fahuyansa. May buy a troll letter at the Biffy, Semimra Hospital. As I'm on a card, a tra, a fruit tree, the Barcelona free, mean tia. Democrats, I don't know. If that's all. Moon French Mobusa for Bugana. Sa Ebisadia making you. And so ministers, ya talk car, woman Timo, and I am said, the teacher. I mean, Sakwasi boy, Timothy Munyai, blind support to Rana. That's all we say.
May say, so podium kakrana.
Thank you.
And no musum
kakra.
Of Habit. Which Makasana? Okay.
Evangelist
Isaac. Aha, over.
Aja,
Yo, Kasa kakra, you so.
you. So kakra bi na American to aso.
Yo.
Elta of a coffee type bisa question say 34 years was saying no
69.
I say 34 years and this in MPPD so no.
Ah,
O
okay.
mine ko ba bia I stand still. Na me de pa enti na me pese wo ye yi de oba bia no bisa ne say o mine ni nyina gi independence fra abrofo no ho na yesen. Ne ati free mu no
69 years.
good. Enti so ati free 34 no mo years na aka no. Na Kwame Nkrumah gi independent a omo tu no free ho.
Yeah.
DN ne DN no mo ye ya NDC ne MPP ba ya say hospital ya okay. Em say ebia no mo si bi ekọ ba bia na NDC ne MPP abebubu oku. Ohun nti abasa ebema yetimi ehu kwan a ese ya answer the question say nti sa de a
On se me boa kakra. On so ya no ka bibi se omo no omo hu bi pen. Emra Nkrumah wo ho. Na yo Ghana Airways na school for no student no omo manage na enyuma obi factories ba ahodo any ade but now who say mine no free baby ko baby but na de ba ene akoye e friend is say baby for us ko anim no abachiri ko anim no abachiri
sa na che because Nkrumah
o can say no the current NDC MPP name
good eno nye NDC MPP poor mentality na ye no ye mpanyimfo no wo emre bi ba ya
mpanyimfo no nye omo ane MPP NDC ya
Dabi omo nyini every years no ekono poor mentality na make nye NDC ne MPP dey so omo ye leaders
no omo no how can their mentality affect the nation so who na wo
na affect ye no be sin nei me ba brochire first na me be hu ade bi say se ye ukọ park so that time ne di enfie ko yanim kakra ye ko park so within short time nkura no ba ya no mapam ye omo se nkura na e future but ye krom no nkura no kom se monko fufuo ye mpanyimfo e be bobola ye so ye mre motwamu mpanyimfo na omo di 30 40 na fe no mo bo third division fourth division to omo pam ye me kofi ebi na e wo ha no se radio so metimi so bu oba be ka se kodwobosu ya appointed no nipa ni bi be kan ha say oni experience e man ko pe experience kodwobosu age ye chi o obekwa ko pe experience ni nyina mentality na meka say poor mentality no obekwa ba no sa time na wanya experience no wo depend to okra otra na ho so ohun ni America we nyina ne say emre bi a atwam ni enim se ne Ghana state ne tie ene ye hu ba bi a ba biduru ye nye perfect ye nuru te say ye nuan ma ye den obi chen bi se bebre ne masi na na ebo basoro na de but na masi edem enti eden a arbofo no because of say almost na mo adi kan no ne che de edurumre bi ne ato na nsem kire edurumre bi na je ko mba theater edurumre bi na fe ye ko magid mo na na wo so enne content creating kana ebeduru ba bi no ebedu ba me na ada wo ebedu ba bi no oba ana o man ma eba no obi ankohwe obi movie ono afafu a na ono a de ne ho ato so no de yes no de AI na ye de opeso ye bia enti emra ni ko nanim no ese yes san ye no ma won de ache no ye problem de ye nya ne se na meka se poor mental ye gya ye bibia kofa abrofo ne de sanke ye bibi duro ekura ye develop ni ye a anka ofa kofi se o ka so ko da hospital ni ayi ukọ na se maame ni jale hokra na ote a still ho beto na okofie but ma obi nko wo ofie obi oje awo ofie na obi o ma biduru ofie na onwu ye betwa na depend one ko hospital won so na mo kire every day ni wu ni nsam dia enye problem won dia dia na kwaye enti me de ma no
yo yeah that's Isaac oh
Yeah, me bohase meter. Hey, ofa kofi ofa chumwa trabru chache. Until nim Ghana asem bebre. Because untumi fa NDC, they be yes our comparison with ba me quality
So
no
one in the yard, yes, sir.
me ne ni nya into me baba
And one in the yard, I will count there. Forget about say what's not good church and
no. You see anytime bia obi
because
abeka no omo wo particular wo problem me say no nkofo ba ya mo obi de me ndidi na te me say what trouble church onim Ghana accept into no asem o kan ye
okay, Okas will name Ghana Samoa. Now, what can't you do in Ghana?
enye
Mimusa zone in Ghana, Zemana zone in Ghana.
only Ghana accept because all the NDC
It's not a very good point to make. You then make your point. Go on.
Nina ekwesi me ne nya adwen ba ku ya because want me for NDC and compare MPP with the other. So MPP buy no NDC buy no mo me we me yehwe. E dey asem na of atwumuka no. Ato abu gas says here air supply your light no. Say gas ni ni ho anka says here no anka ye desumu Ghana. Anka desumu. One na ye NDC for na ye. NDC for na Tema plant one a year. Takwa the Tema plant one omo year. NDC. Rich hospital omo renovate year no. Omo besi year in the command. One na year. NDC. Tema harbor Tema harbor expansion no. Ya tremu asesi aye you know. One na year. NDC. Takwa the expansion. Harbor expansion. NDC. Into no again. Yet to a memu ha. And oil refinery and kuma Edema Ghana no. Yet to a man muha 4 years. 4 years. Endu 4 years impo akufu adu time. Akufu adu nko for eko ton ankomo ton oil refinery no. The omo ya ni say oil no omu nko for na ka oil na ba. Ema omu egu tam oil refinery. One na ebeye NDC buy 2 years na tama oil refinery anya profit over $2 billion. Nema bebre wo ho NDC aye mampon omo benya nsu anom no aye NDC tebi a akufu adu free ho no omo benya nsu no aye NDC NDC aye nema bebre but so ka so wo man no ye bi ba ye ndru ye nya ndru baby ase edu dia fine but NDC abaye bi papa NDC abaye bi nti no nema bebre wo ho a wontumi fa NDC moba na mpese mo ye ne ye mo di NDC ni MPP ye bibi ba ade ba ko no aso obi ani nidi we no mpo de NT bia mo sa be se mo di MPP for no di MPP de want me fa no compare bibia hwe big push mo ye da bia wo fa ka ho asem se na road no ye me ho time kakra because bibia mo ye bia na ye me ho time by 2 years time no ye hwe se Ghana rules no because me de minim say on my bia economy be ye Rose ka ho Rose na ma economy ye because obi akọ fan ade o de kọ no ka ahwe agu obi aduane koko baby yi no ye nya ka kwan na ye de sa ni mana afa so sa ni mani na say big push no ye ni na major road yeah started every baby I started through baby. Into no, NDC and because now the MPP back pay. Akufo Addo ye boni din wo show we so na ebinum omo ho yira omo no. Sa operation Mahama akwaje ho abode no obi abon abaso no. Akufo Addo na start here. I didn't know want to me near abofo na permission. No be aba na obeye amade no edi mu a eye mo ya because anya mo ntim me say sankofo we no ya nom no ye de enim omo bibia ni wiase a ewo Ghana ho a nye ya nom ani ba soda because ni omo no mo ye bibia o beye bia no mo be se no bibia o beye bia mo be se no hwe eno a ti a ankora omo akoye ade kama ewo overhead ase kuma se obia bo mo abaso no ya no ma akofa paint ase ade no Oh, because bibi papa bia me say omo no bibi papa bia no omo no so omo atwa enya de omo beba power da. And at this time in so no says ya who try this first no obi akita phone. Uka so ye kum obi okumase no obi atwa aba so oboa ye kum obi a okumase. Takrade. Oh, you say I'm Robert be pure no more aqua nima obetwa obi betwa aba. Until this time in Tron won't mean trap. Oh, because first na mo ye yo a stronghold. No more question baby no more trap. A ballot papers no more trap. No more the abugumu slow. Kumase near bar no more than I'm no one. And then Sadia no a sweat trap. Because anya dia obenya. Into no ba ye bibi papa ma man who say yes. I a mamma na ubu no ubu ye. Na ama mamu so de ne educho because we bibia mahama ye bia ehoti bibia mahama ye bia no ehoti but me dem nim say politics dey sa akoko be
All
sa
right.
akoma be sa dey
Achakroma.
enye yeah enye akoma fe akoko fe akoma fe da because we yes ntro na obetwa no onya na ka mo de Basman and them kuku ase. Obi ewu. Or say you cocoa na ye now they are concert. What they are done concert. Namo nam kuku ase namo bo when the connecting nam kuku ase namo bo namo sa namo ye. Na nkofo be for Muslim. Gano obi an for Muslim so. Sure way soon ya
You when ye
what think
my
of
into another bit.
yeah. You me da say. Namo de ye tram. Yeah.
Abi.
Yeah,
Into
baby.
na to our so.
Yeah, baby. Hold on. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, come monopoly a lawyer bill now my release for monopoly of lawyers here. Say no I said I don't know when I said come my prince introduce the topic, but I said for now no other universities no bit my law courses nibia and
Mm.
makola
Mm.
something like that.
Yeah, baby.
Now media
I think I said this thing. I said this thing somewhere last week. I don't know. I don't know whether it is this platform or another platform.
Yeah.
You know, as at before this Ghana Law Society, that's what they've done. The Ghana Law Society. Before then, we have the Bar Association.
Yeah.
You understand? Okay. Baby, you see, these two organizations they've done under normal circumstance. Under normal circumstance, it should be okay. It should bring competition. Like, okay, if I take it to my profession, we have the I'm affiliated with CIMA, the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants. We have the Chartered Association of Certified Accountants, ACCA. We have Institute of Chartered Accountants, England and Wales. We have Scotland. We have Ireland, and a few others, and the Institute auditors and so on. So it brings competition. Okay. But all of them, they have their different concentrations. Okay. So that is a model, what they want to do, the legal profession in Ghana. You can decide to be affiliated with the Ghana Bar Association, or you can decide to be affiliated to the Law Society. UK here too, we have the Law Society here. But maybe you know the problem in our part of the world is this. The Ghana Bar Association is controlled by NPP. And the Ghana Law Society was established by the NDC. So this is where we are now. This is where we are. It is very pathetic listening to Isaac. Do you understand? Isaac, I don't think for the past he has lived in Ghana for 6 months.
Also, Ubeka also in Ghana. So,
No, then let me finish. Yeah, I don't think he's lived in Ghana for 6 months
we don't agree with him. We don't
in the
agree with him.
past 5 or 10 years. I don't think so. But he's criticizing Mr. Chum, who has lived in Ghana for over 12 years or more.
My service are problem, Lentino. Make your point.
Baby, when governance is not about listing things, but you list, how effective are they? How efficient are they in addressing the problems Mr. Chum was raising? Some of the things they do are what we call white elephants. They are doing it to just score political points. And that is what some of us, it will not convince us. Because when I'm seeing all these things done, that is why at some point Cabral was giving me names. Do you understand? Cabral calls me sustainability. Because it is one of the criteria you use to assess what they are doing. Is it going to benefit us? How many years? 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? If you're a party fanatic, if they do it for 1 day and you score points, it's okay. Me, I see it as a waste of our resources, our meager resources. But to some of them, once it is their party doing it, or once it is their hero, Mama doing it, or Akwantufuo is doing it, that is fine. But the impact, the long-term impact on the average Ghanaian is not their problem, because it will give them political advantage. Baby, so this law thing, they've implemented it too. Within last week or so, they approve the value for money, I don't know, act or something. It's like a joke. Do you understand? That value for money is not something you wake up and say, I've achieved value for money. No. Value for money is, but no wonder, because it is only NDC. Of course, MPP too, they have their own thing. I mean, it boils down to governance. It is only NDC who will tell you that they have a policy for 24-hour economy. We are here to see one. We are here to see what the people who brought the idea, I don't understand. Biniwa is telling you, oh, the road we are concerned is 24 hours. It's all rubbish. 24-hour economy is like you are trying to catch water. Do you understand? It's raining, you want to catch water with your hands. It's so fluid, you can't. That is what they, of course, they did it to win elections, but now they cannot concretize it. Because value for money, 24-hour economy is not something you can catch. The same applies to value for money. Bibi, value for money simply means whatever you are doing, is it going to give you benefits? And that benefits, the cost you spent.
Yeah, Abi, it's okay.
The cost you spent,
can be why,
is it worth than the cost you used to spend that? But yeah. So, quick, please, give me a minute. So what you do is, at the point you take the decision, you have to have competent people taking that decision. At every stage, even when we are going to negotiate for loan, the people you are going to send to go and negotiate the loan, would they negotiate loans efficiently at the right costs and so on? If you
I
take
mean, you
somebody
come
like
back again.
Sami Jemfi to go and negotiate loan, you will not
Come
get value
back
for
and
money.
talk about some agent fee or something.
You
Sam,
understand? I'm using him as an example. You are not going to get value for money
why?
because some of the terminologies he doesn't understand.
Are you sure?
Exactly. Bibi, you have invoked the knowing doing gap. Do you understand? You have invoked. Look, you can have a PhD. Let me tell you. The profession I'm in. You can have a PhD in accounting, but you are not an accountant.
Abi, our problem is not about a friend technical know-how. It's about mere wickedness.
No. The technical know-how is what is killing us.
Oh, there.
No, you are saying Sami Jemfi has studied law, so he's a lawyer. No.
Hey, he knows.
No, because it's like me going to read economics. That's what we do in Ghana. Somebody goes to do economics, they say he's an economist. When he has not implemented the economic policy, he has not done it, he's an economist. This is our problem.
Sam, and Mima, Bombardier.
Yeah, Bibi Mumbon come on.
Yeah, all right.
So let me take some time. Sam, you should have passed the time to do. This is why I'll lock you out for 3 months.
Bibi, Obia was
I had them on your ready, so Bekasa.
Oh, my ready.
Me friend, okay, me friend by one. Me can't friend want. Okay, only a kasa.
Me shahadi nanka me say me yedin, but kasa ni be ba na say when no problem. Kasa ni be ba na say obi mu person mu running people down. Yes, so you be defend this and
so is it about because say you want to you don't have
no,
point to the bar very appreciative. But
me point because a system no na
you say a correct issues.
Me can and in fact me feel say me can me topic
allow him to make his point. Go on.
Obiti radio say Sami Jemfi. For his information, Sami Jemfi, apart from so a lawyer, or a economist. For his information, so Nima Uncle Checky or your economist.
First time.
Say Onima, Sami Jemfi the economist, or your economist. Apart from the example,
so let us concentrate about the topic that we are discussing.
The mindset of we the Ghanaians and answer the black
man. Defending everything.
Yes, me defend it because nipa ni mba meka bibia and prefer solution. Or no so be run it down people. Says nipa ni be run it down. It is the honors lies on me for me to also defend what I also believed in.
Adam, where did Sami Jemfi practice? Where did he practice economics?
Sami Jemfi is an economist. If you don't know, go and do your research. If you don't know, that young boy is an economist. So if you don't know, do not come and sit on radio on something that you have no idea of to come.
Or a young man on your young
I call Sami my friend or a boy, mommy. He is just a small boy. But a small boy and he say you make a small boy and say only he fine, he's a man. Thank you for correction. But if you don't have an idea, and I say you don't come and sit on radio, man for radio to peddle false food when you do not know or you've not done any research about what you are coming to do. But just because for the hatred, who just want to run down the person. In fact, the country in which you are, how old is the president of that country? How old is the ministers? How old is the MPs of that country? And yet you believe in their policy that they are doing. And yet you don't believe in a young man who is doing marvelously at the place where he has been put.
And them the old and there's own address issue be out.
May I address me issue?
No, no, no.
You never told him, say,
Samija view or platform issue ana. And you see Samija via study law.
It is a
Listen to me.
No.
I don't want you to take somebody and address the person like that. Because Uzi Samija V or see Samija V enimshe. And I may be so only was studying one year economy. And I will buy now see Samija via law. Why say it's fair enough, we go forward. But NOBC in our country known that then we are going different target. So be in the lane.
Different target.
We are discussing. Let's do a good discussion. No, the fact that we come does not mean say we allow you to address somebody that you can make 1 or 2 points. Listen to me. You can make 1 or 2 points about somebody.
No, you can question the work of the person, but you do not have the right to run down the person when you
if you are here to defend some agency, defend him and stop saying in our country, and our own, then I will not allow you to go to that. No, I will not allow anybody to do that. I will not allow anybody.
Bibi is trying to be hypocritical on this issue.
I'm not trying to be hypocrite. I will not allow you to address somebody directly. That is what I've been doing all the time here.
Mr. Abe Kasano, or see in our part of our country, our part of the world, which means he is referring to our country. So if I'm also making a comparison to any other country, to make that comparison,
I don't want that.
Okay.
Understand me? I don't want that. Sami is not here. He's a minister of Ghana. He has the right to talk.
I know his track record. I have the right to defend him.
I am not preventing you from defending Sami Jamfi. I'm not preventing you from defending Sami. But addressing the person, no. No, you are directly addressing the person. That's what I don't want. So if you can't do that, I will not allow you to continue.
You were here when he was talking about Sami Jamfi. You didn't tell him
I will not allow anybody to direct to talk about you direct. Say Edem. I will not allow that. I don't want to do that.
In fact, if you want this is the statement.
Attack the message. Attack the message. Don't go to that.
It's a statement. I will read the statement.
All right, you have 3 minutes.
Oh no, you have been unfair to me. And you've been for time. You've been unfair to me.
Why am not being unfair? You said you
were heckling me. You are heckling me.
No. When
the person was talking,
because I will not allow you to go to that target because you have been there before.
You never stop me to run down people. You never stop him to run down people.
He didn't run down you.
And in fact, so listen, let's bring his credentials. Let's bring his credentials and compare it to the young man and see if he's closer to the young man.
Massa, I don't care what we whatever think. Meanwhile, be around somebody who is on this platform. When I look back, it is a hypocritical attitude because when the person is not here to defend you will be super what is that? Make your point and stop attacking somebody. Go on. Nobody should talk. Allow me. Go on.
No, more being Kasa because it is. I cannot be a hypocrite. I cannot be a hypocrite on the platform. And when Obi no, I
will not allow. The thing is that I'm not going to allow anybody to attack anybody on this platform.
You can
When he was
attack the
attacking the
message,
young
but
man,
I will not
the
allow
young
you.
man now
Who
born,
by
what did
who
you
address
say?
it? And I
When he
will,
was
and I will,
attacking
or
the
mine now, what is
integrity
no,
of the
and I
young
might,
man,
it is not
when
good.
he was attacking the young man on the
When
platform,
he,
you
where
did
is
not
that young
understand. He
one?
was
The young
already
man is
in the
a minister of Ghana. A minister
the
of
young boy
Ghana
cannot.
and Ghana paid.
The young
So
boy
if he
cannot be
has
a
issue,
bishop. So if
I
I'm
didn't
making that
go can
comparison,
also
you
the
allow me to
example.
talk. You
Also say there,
are
you
not
say
being hypocritical.
if you don't understand, it's okay. You can say whatever you want to say. If you don't want to talk, it's okay. Praise coming. So far as I'm on the seat, I will not allow anybody to address personally anybody on this platform. Period.
And that is a hypocritical statement you are
I
making
thank you
because
for
you
that.
was insulting
Thank
somebody
you very
and you
much.
kept quiet. It is a hypocritical statement when you
Me see
allow
Sami
somebody
Jamfi, he's
to
not on
run
this
down
platform.
somebody.
He's the
I did
minister
not
of
run down.
Ghana,
I
and
never
everybody
insulted
will have
Abbey.
the right to talk about him.
Muda so kointi ekobo 5 o'clock yi.
Prince,
No,
come in. You have
I
5 minutes.
never
You don't
insulted
want to
Abbey.
talk.
I
Baby
never
baby ni
insulted
papa
Abbey
yi
on
e de wa
ranking that.
manan kasa kra emponi. Oh
And then
baby.
mama na kasa, me kasa, me na me tia, me say for house or for what? And then I'm a whole person away. Ah, and then I'm Monty
Abi
Asma.
beka
Why
Sami
do you
Jefi
have
so
to
ni.
mention somebody's
But say
name and address the person now you? Now say
bibi
see what boss Sami
enkofo
Javidia and
90%
so
kofo
what?
ye kam wasem o muni platform so ba ye kam ho
Yes,
masem.
that one I will allow. But will
Eh
be your platform is what me my own cause and I will or mine I
yo
will
ye
test
koyi
no
de boy.
and I will no oh yes say and I will now yes say it's not good because what better on so
Nena da
can
wo
be.
enimi
We have
yo
been there
enimi ya.
before.
Yo ye koyi this is one
If you
never.
want, if we are ready to talk, I will allow you to talk. But if you are not ready, you still want to
No,
do that, I will not
Bibi
mekasa.
allow
o
you.
o
Nanka me se
kasa
me
de no be
nkasa ba
jeje o
mekasa.
kasa
Unim.
de.
Ayasebo.
Ah, ye
No,
ko bi di
mekasa. Nanka me se me
ye
nkasa ba
ko bi di
mekasa.
kwa ye kasa.
Kasa.
Adeɛ na akɔ akɔyɛ sɛ obi ka obi deɛ na moyɛ din.
Ube sa topic can some now open so can stop.
Bibi no
Don't talk
person
about it again.
mani yene you oh.
And then once I call revisit our issue, no. Talk, say
Now,
what you want
why
to
do you
say.
want me
Stop
to
about
tell you
this.
what you
Don't
want? Who
address
person me
things.
come ase? Ade na person
Can
me
I
come
say
here. Who
man? And
person
then
who
I
ase?
will back
Yes, I'm
also go
talking to
fast
why
and go for rabbi.
no
Ndi
you
maka
no
ka
this
20
is
minutes we wie kwada
sorry
da
to
o.
say.
We wie kwada da.
Nia
Well, I
who
don't care.
ye hypocritical
Me
attitude
see can
towards
I
me.
some
You are
as
making
some now person can but
yes.
so who
I'm
say
telling
be
you,
will be a
so
hypocrite, will be a
sit quiet
hypocrite,
and
I will cut
talk.
you.
Don't let me. Man can't tell me say men can nia who person who unti. Nana
No,
say nia
but if I also
no,
can
you
wrong,
cannot.
I
I
don't
have
so I
not
like, I will
insulted
not allow you
anybody.
to talk.
Show me
Go
where I
on.
have insulted somebody. I have
That's
not insulted anybody. I am defending
Hey,
somebody.
listen.
Bibi
I
wa
have
Put
aye
not
everything.
insulted anybody.
Hey, listen.
Bibi.
Show me the
Obianti,
statement you want.
Obianti.
What kind of statement is
Na
this?
on kone nim ne enko ye nim pacho why?
See, I'm going to open you to talk. So me kasa, make your point. Asema ye kan, ben kan bi. Let's go on.
ene bibi nene mama ni nkasa nene ye ko enim. So
And why should he have to talk about somebody? Me see asema ye kan ye ntwa so.
Akufo do wo hanu.
Manen kan the opes work topic na dia to on kan. No ye nko ye ni. But one kofa baby from ba I will cut him and I will not open it. Simple.
Abetimi committee at home ni otimi di o ye
Ma
nyina te wo han so obi an ka hwe.
Prince,
Otimi di atem nyina. Ade na wo
me
do
wa.
yeta.
Me oba ya bi I didn't allow.
Bibi, sorry to say. Because I will probably hear you me so. Obi boss ami je mfidin. Me boss ami je mfidin e dia ye mfato ho.
And the man say me dey.
Me patcho ye dinna me kasa. You to shut
Why
up
should
for
you
me
have
to
to
talk.
explain this one? We don't want you to explain it. Go on, say your what you saw. Stop it.
No. As
And I
a
say
Bibi.
me. And
Bibi,
I'm
where
on
the
more
best
I
now?
guess.
Bibi, the best now. I said, you are not
Fabna
being
keep
fair to
quiet.
them. Hey,
I'm not invited to hear them
okay,
say.
thank you. Hey, say
Eh
there.
kwabra ye de mo.
Hey,
I'm not invited to hear them say.
Ene bibi
Can
ukoda
I say
he.
my own person can say now who by address say me.
Bibi,
Bibi ene
woman,
ukoda
10
he.
minutes, man, can as a man. We're weird at that.
No,
It's my
idea be
way, best.
no idea be
20 minutes.
for problem be bad there. You
I have
should
a
not
problem. Yeah,
entertain
I
it.
be
Kwabra
obedient
je
to
It
again.
will bring a
I be
problem.
obedient to no. I be obedient
Ye
to again.
If you
I
don't
didn't
want
say
to talk, it's okay. It's okay. Prince,
yo
Tawase.
yo
So
koi.
sana be konso America too.
Bibi e pa na me pampa.
Ayu ye ne ye can Ghana some law you say a law no assembly. Then answer
Okay.
whatever you want to say in bit mark. But
Yo, okay. Say yeah, 70 law no say abai say you know or liberalize law say kanana Ghana School of Law no na ye enkroma na te 1958 and o te ye ti edi be 68 years. Ti wo hwe akoko da ma efrimu a enya agro. But enkroma antene say enye exclusive because ni ye ko independence ni 57 no happen na ye no ma anti 58 na o te ye no. Say yen so benya ye lawyers a ye betimi akodi ni enka na wo hwe kra na high court no kwa wo chief justice na ye kra na omo ye mbofo ko say eight I think say ET magistrate be the first even police commission and ansa na akoko sanso be Ghana first chief justice. It means then mbofo no ho so wunyanya wo local resource no so to mo akodu bibie ko say wo so wo be replace wo mti na video court de utum say Ghana for depend Ghana for enye mbofo no ba ekoba ye ne chire no oni po hye na ade no so wu ana intention no na ebi nso aya amendment no ekobedu baby na pede na Ghana School of Law no o magya aboso you can see some particular family nko a wundi baafo a na bia wudi chei o mo nko a ena obi enso mfeli law exams no ba mutumi ye ya na ye feeling kokko bebre na obo nse kokko bi kwa de wudu say obi kwa akwa mi na mche na de wo law school na ede no no pass ko eyi na me de me pass enti say na bane say Ghana School of Law na bewo but say o ma university because because me work in school na Kenus near running law in Basila also ba Ghana School of Law bachelor oba exams na ade no but say no aban say enye say bia o jemu eto akeke say bia o liberalizing na so sorry a obi a sorry na ukoyi o da bi na say no what nhyehyɛ dey ato hono ma say we university na say wo be say o running na the so say we ni nti o establish council for legal education and training no o the best standardize the bia nationwide no including Ghana School of Law no was ase it is a university near market this is running law a year practice training a year you want to share some more year near the na obia bachelor national bar examination what Ghana School of Law say UCC for qualify UDS for qualify students are call say for law no o bachelor national bar examination so that's it no aban ni swadi hu no
in the national producing of lawyers baby no is it going to help? We
and
have
then
job for them.
we send ye and then obia sorry also ko Supreme Court and then say masun 20 na laws wo ho no
Because I'm asking this question because it is coming from Parliament. So if Parliament can do this, then they can also do other things for maybe passing. See a bit me producing a lot of technical people than say
they say engineer for obia one association when here to solve a problem at you and yes bia you produce
solve
engineer
existing problem.
obia wo course oko bibi say bia wo pese okoye medical science say 7 years obi nso akoye ne bachelor 4 years yen to ka say obi dey 7 years to nso koye 7 years it dey bia no ye menya sector bia they will produce more of their own than other sectors it we no enye say bia other sectors ni produce na say University of Ghana come graduate be 20,000 a year and san na KNUST ni UDS ni tie produce bebre but we no solve the problem say akwese Ghana School of Law no mo na e bibia it one ko ho na ase unko bibia o say liberalize no but mo de enhihia to say enkoye say bia intebe enkoye quantity quality wom enti no ye wo board da obehwe sa de nyina na Council for Legal Education Training no tasked with regulating legal education and standardizing curriculum nationwide. And then a new framework, universities accredited by the council will run the law practice training course, preparing graduates to sit for the national bar examination. Inti adia aye mama yerga say a part of omo pledge say omo promote equity, fairness, and broad access to legal education. Inti na the new law represents a major decentralization of legal training in Ghana, opening opportunities for aspiring lawyers to receive professional education outside the traditional confines of the Ghana School of Law. Just imagine, say, Kakene Sunkwana Science and Technology, and then say you UMAT or University of Mines and Technology. So, but all the same, no, university system, no, or say, okay, no, see the only university all live what we call university in terms of campus. UDS or more campus on Abrongo, or more be watermale, or more be 18 more tamalia, and yes, I mean some was like University. Being in Iowa, Nipa Bako. Tama ye take University, no, as I see, I mean, and say a gas as Yadimono, and no more broso, and the Kenus almost better 30,000. But the Kenway was sunlight, a woman was on Bako. Ye can't so my Baku, I think say Sunyani, and my Baku, I can say Accra. But also come to Cook a University of Kenya is 1851, or say to cost 16 regions. No, it will be to pass here, and you can obey crimes and me by Kumasi and Namiku Sunyani, international was saving transportation. Who buy a Connecticut more, University of Yukon, University of Connecticut, or more a sunlight university baby, or more make come with
no courses no more a year or it depends on the course that you want to do. So
no. Also, would be a University of Ghana, Yatin Wasemi. And yes, all by crans and over University of Ghana, Kawu to Mukra, University of Ghana, say, or say, they can do it. And no quite one say accommodation. Who are new school corner, Hanu, baby or better, a crack no crowd better. So, Cotina, why University Ghana near Yokenos Gunza, you know, Uchabe almost better.
The mindset of the black man is different. So how Hana so to baby aqua, we do so school, but again, anyone Maligo on campus one ma, or baby who is a school. That's the mindset.
Ain't you know, it was what you say, University of Ghana copy more, don't pass it. Just a didn't want to any no
say a course. Say, young friend say, or more law, law faculty, Sunyania. Say law now, person, yeah, under University of Ghana, not law faculty or Sunyania. Sunyana Beko. If the a friend say, the medical faculty, no, one cry, no a bank cry.
We are not talking about faculty, we are talking about campus.
No, say campus are your friends say Prince okay. Universities. Yen timi koye all the course yen could be a branch of Sunyani and all the courses of Sunyani. University.
Who be a campus? Who be a campus?
Baby, I want to know how a school be high, or every district be a UNC, be a Kofodia, UNC, a Bota Reading, UNC. This is the same. I did the same.
And the Musa, wait, Axville, Nissan, Mano, so ye pamphlet in the year that the yen the embassy ye and assassin ye de galam says a ye son and kid assassin baby. A pamphlet or honor, can what miss be honor. What the cobble of pamphlet now use your campus or UDS campus will be
another view.
You any okay, anyway.
Yeah, Edem, Sambra.
The BB, lady of Wakuye, and then we better with your
wow, Baby, no 20.
Hey.
Abuse of power, pardon. Maybe won't frame me one.
My friend, I say, and the most of them Casa, to my
Jechumaba.
Hey, Jachum as well. And as all the just a crown. Also, who Kasai, just say, ain't Kasai. I just say, okay. Are you? I just was watching.
Oh, but my them brim, I want to them nice.
I them so Castanti.
Oh, that.
One man one
no problem. Because no. As a more say as I'm not making us.
Mikasa mekanise meka enye bibi de enye bibi enye ne de ena ye ba plan se so me patro me ba mikasa ba mo
anti bie you know ananko akwasem ba bi o san ko fa
enkasa for
no mama nka me say ye ba platform so na say ye ba be kasa
you see
Obia is
we see where it's
Obia is
going.
entitled to his
You see
opinion.
where it's
However,
going.
me pacho, Obia is entitled to his opinion. But however, the platform is not meant for an insult. And that thing made me the biameka. Say yeba na say me wo me supporting policy bi. Na say obi rani sa policy ni down. The honors lies on me to defend the policy. That is what that policy ni say, yeah, me defend it. So at the end, I am one person. Me banner say some of the things. Na say, ebia me opposition party. Na say me finish say I say it. I don't say because me NDC ninti no no nye. But uba na say me kasa utwitwa mano. But meanwhile no, the person who spoke before I spoke no, was making the same thing, and I'm making the same reference. It doesn't work like that. I cannot say what you want me to say. I have to defend what the person said. I think it is wrong, and I know that what he's saying is wrong. You cannot tell me, say, Niani Kanu, Mami Kanisa, because I can't say, I'm not insulting. And in my statement, in my statement, I have never insulted anybody. I did not insult. Nipani even refer to somebody as you. But when I also use the word you, who say I didn't think I might use the word you? It's okay. Thank you.
Opanya Kosibu Achikasa.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but please, guys, let's not be personable because you know your busia, you're very George on at the end. No, I don't know if we I'll cry check out, see, we so host to Aja ever. But let's go by them. Yet I say let's go by the host rules. That could not move the amount no be a rotating. No, but the can say. Next topic about that. Reflect me what I think say bibi na be reflect say ensem a Era Mahama kokai. Yen twi adwene mrafie so na yen hwe kwan be faswa ye betima ya because next say be Era no awoma yi o mato mo no mutu say enkosi aga ye be ka ne say dia o mu mfie na na obi kasa. I say, oh, the whole and first day, I said, the whole day, so I'll cover crowd, Robert Raffo, but in so idea shall that. It's a brofuna me who said there's nothing they can do for us. May that thought that me come say, Bussian boy, now call Bob Bussian and to me fine yet. Idea also, yeah. Then why is the sense of even going for the loan? Oh, until you reflect to say, Chrono, a penny, or I can't say, no, I turn a numutu, I didn't send me, baby, I see, we can we. But me dear, you're more kosher yet. Yen wura nkrumamo ene sene almost share bibiase na meka we na me beyi me offer body abet uti emfie 34 ni free 69 ni mu na kokase be 35 wa say mu 35 no yes two parties ya na no mu shishe mu apart from nkruma no two parties we na na MPP ni NDC no mo asa rebranding or mu shishe mtabet Tina near Casa history, no, I was say we need to be learned. Yes, it's be a not of a 2% or 2 bus to say by your fourth republic, what have we actually achieved? Oh, medium yani say, Tema port to ne Takrade Habo. Even common akosumbo. Ghana, we have energy crisis. It's a hunyan sasi a bit my planning BB. Yempeni say a chrono energy crisis na motor oil obviously no bue dam ho do just say we just want them to be practical yeah na 34 the bear I do say 34 no be sell David hey o one every brandy and you see a can kra from a movie crack where say Rollins 5 so didn't ya na mamu me nkase bia ye kyerɛ mpanyin sɛm a nye sɛ bia ye ka kɔ ye chi sɛ mpanifo ne nkwala ba ye hwɛ mpanifo ne nkwala na ɛna sɛbi Akufo de Mahama Munyina, they were all in that generation. They were all there, they saw it. Akumada factory of Mahama Kramre me ba Musa or river shoe factory. Ewo Kumasi. Then they try to soldier from Pabuania. This is what near your water. Corn beef. There were visible things if you were anti sebi and so toy and no man who nase. Are they chain no mupua from my phone? What are they doing about it? Me, yeah, not the Debbie. I said, Negania, they import to. It's sad. I mean, some things we know until you and Papa ne bande be obekana se mo sa de koto se bia tetefoɔ no because me make some dey abeto me ko hu se bia na tetefoɔ no mum na same man. No. And the same two parties in omo rebranding. The same two parties only say be NDC by na CPP for ni be wura mu and NPP for ni some independent thinkers we be call her na be ye say. By the end of the day, 69 years of independence of what? Stay bed with no bed syndrome. You know, you need to approach it. And normal you who are papa no, and a person that is all. That is all we're crying about. Opian Kasa said, you who visual science and inside the end of the I mean, that they be American, and I know them who's on call YouTube. Man, who's off and call my omo, oh, you be who say, baby, so makan, and near their tour. Until at the end of the day, no more time this one. Then we judge them. But yeah, when we are reflecting, please, guys, Mr. Mohamano da Sumnas me pamucho. Yeah, Papa for. Yeah, well, bush, chichiri. I thought the business was an aquabna say, Nanny Bannet and Enchanty. I thought that's I mean, my name is Sister Sinonity. So, to be this, I am reflecting in such a way, say, we can judge, but we can't fight. Baby, that's it.
Oh, yeah, talk about. It is a mere of understanding, misunderstanding, but it's okay. We know how to deal with issues. Bring Mona Mwaba.
Mama, Bibi. Yes,
Because also
Brad want
opposition
to
for Momo.
Brad want to a drama.
He fan on answer na wakasa. Why we ya?
What is it?
Brad want to a drama. Oh, abuse of power.
Also, my brother, need to
Or the one to a drama. Oh,
listen.
Oh, yeah, abuse of power.
Munti asem, yeah, abuse of power.
Tame,
As in,
Papa, now
you guys are not trying. Listen, why I
remember 2 years.
You guys are not trying to be fair with me. Not long ago, we had a similar issue, and we tried to solve it. Menka say obi be kan asem a omtimi mo obi din ka so asuma si kan say no. Kon abi abekan sameja mfi ho asem. I felt that was even disagreeing with him. Fine, maybe our false information. Then when you come also, ubetima abekan different. But say ube fair and you if you all like go and listen to the audio, go and listen again. The time ubetima ka 1, 2, 3. Now it's getting too much. Now because also bet me about retaliate. So I didn't want us to go that. So
Yeah, now
I didn't
Obi Bobby,
I can say.
no, so the
I
time
didn't
is
know I
the
can
time is
say.
one, no,
I didn't
the time is one, no, so I address it.
I didn't know I can say. I didn't know I can say. Me, I can't sit here for somebody to sa target. And I'm trying to say some law was economy. Obey my say. We go ahead. Yeah, but so be fair to us where we are going. It was not happening.
Bibi,
Anything I make us say, me person me pushing it in back, but he still want to go there.
No. Quote me well.
Because
the
it's okay.
They say, Manka said, Adentina di Owaka. I am just putting him correct. Say, if he doesn't know, the boy has, and he is an economist.
Yes, I allow that.
Exactly. And I may refer me say, baby, or not, the leaders there are even some of them are younger than Sami Genfi. That was my statement.
It's okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. it's okay. I didn't get a point. Well, or what? Bring what?
Abe na me shasi until no 5 minutes and after next start.
Yes.
Why?
Oh yeah.
For me, my main point.
Insuro.
I don't know say. The year
Now we
can you
go
know,
baby.
the same thing na yepe, ya Ghana na yepe ni ye nyina yepe Ghana yi. Me da bia me gyina one place is Ghana no. Omo bu man no, omo nimbu o. Ye ni obi a owo ba bia onimbu chen omo. Omo ha omo mpie man hwe omo. Ante da bia no mo kire say we mu nye
The one
competent,
yes
we mu
sir.
nye competent. Yeah, one e
The
wo
one
hoi.
no.
Ghana Blaster e wo hoi.
Mambisa.
Ghana Blaster e wo hoi. Ye ni player bia o babi onim ball but say Messi Cristiano ye ja no ha
That is
Akwantufuo no. Ye ni
your
bi da.
leadership crisis no.
Deficit ye wo no pa. Leadership there say ka ye ne hu problem anameboa. Ye wo no bi ye ni to get the power no alone no say ubegina ho mani padodo age watum say wo na di anim no alone no enye small thing no even in your own party before you best select o say MPP eda ho nyina yes Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia e na emedi animu wo si ono no among MPP no bi wo ho ya ade chen na ede na ede ma Bawumia e kira wo say Bawumia so free sa party num no ba apart from MPP no and I say NDC na ebu na ejo mahama no Ghana ni ben na betima bu man na chen no wo he na ade no ontimi nya kuo bia ni omonim whatever say NDC mpen MPP ni mpen no sa nyansa na obetim de abu man ade no ontimi fangada nipa no nya majority mo mu eni nachi so be cat or ye cartel form your cartel, let them vote for you, lead the party. Akwano wo Burkina Faso no ye soja ni ono a sorry ye no si no de ekwo no nye me je man no for so ye no watu aban no no te so di e no kira wo say be ma wo baabi watu be ma no no adi enti no in any case ye sorry say ye ni qualified people are not ruling us no if you are a qualified person go and rule us enye small enye kasa o football or mu boy in fact me odi misi mu a upon say me ho ade say me nim boss kura ba bia manyina do me timi mbodo do bia na so ye bo a me timi kire say coach dey no why mistake we ni ye betimi a kire that but in the whole thing they say ye de me coach na o me nye coach matim no a do you think say metimi coach team na na so far as me timi kire madwene o me TV anim ha no kire say me ye coach you know always we point out somebody, this one is not credible, this one is not a competent one. Why na you competent chom? And wahi na mum say yes, so mumpo no moon deserve to lead us. Why na your team appointed so on ye the next person yanko fadamra? Kaye can yesu and konoma bi wo brono we to yanko for no mumra na yenya sankrofo we achide. Da bia yesi yenya ndis ni MPP na yemfa hwan. Mahu country bi wo wiase a ye ni president womda. Mahu bi da mine okoso edinu we the president but this open say here go away from NDC and MPP bring your candidate, let it vote for him anya zadia eye kasa hunu edina budafo moma ye nyina ye hunu say de ye wono no ono na ye support no na ye de enim de no ma no enye by force say ye beti manya Donald Trump wo Ghana ye nya bi ye nya your friend say Macron wo Ghana because ye nya brofo te bua bibini no baako na ebedi anim na odi anim no a yemfa ye support emwa no mfo niman no say ye hwe ye support no support a ye nto abantia no that's all say ye ba ye na John Mahama ba na no na dollar ekosoro ena ekwa ye se John oni akofo ado nyina ye pe untimi nchi dollar no na ye hwe petrol boa na ekosoro ene ma boa na ekosoro a Yahunu said, the night walk harder than an into us on. But now we can see, say, dollar no and air cost raise a buffum. Patron and a boy cost on a buffum. Aquaya na young Musun is a good quote as for so. And you are telling me, say, I did 80 years, I say, no. Young for 1 year, pen solving and young solving is a rich or money na your pana. It didn't make us over because you watch it. There be an assembly say, Nipa no better. Ya man 4 years no say the 4 years no so an ye betima assess no say the man no so why hu bibiana and say eye kasa say Ghana for NDC and MPP na run Ghana down no another person na obeba CPP for also Moso mona mo ye mo da so omu ye. Ade na muntimi ma me ye Ghana no yi. Enti no saa asem na ye ka se mu fi se mu MPP for no betima CPP for mu na betima abu mani ya. Munyina kwa nim se mema. Na ye to aba no mamo. Na munya dede no na ye ya bremo. Ya bremo kra ne dede no do so. Why? Baby.
Omuniska.
Omum baby.
Kobra, right?
Omum pesika no bi.
Yo, let me say abejafo. Obia ni host obia ni rules. Say BB say
Don't go there.
obi over platform yi so. O ma wa attack na oba no one say ekwan abepa so ade obeka wasem. Sami dem finu mo ne omo gugu ho kuje free je to abla kwa no ne ade no. Ebetimi ayo onyonko. Ba ono no nipa na okasa ne de ne taxpayers money ni etua ne ka or every right to speak against that person and in the position you work. So also in your that's fine. Your namfofo, your personal friends. My fire emotions and me defend you because I have some na ba be a can was oba your tia kunyo ni muno. Say akra etia kunyo bon propaganda na ekoma wa no afane saa. Kwabna team na ni obeya man na so ya no afane saa. Obia entina kunyo no so bia nche. Propaganda and the odi of Abuati crab is here, obey propaganda towards NDC. That's fine. Or church and send him and say, I say, 69 and a film in a cat 34 near Diana. A winning for none about what is happening. A party for only 2 years. CDR for Ghana the Kafu movement out for watching them come only 11 years. A jump on some count. History more common channels.
For watching OCD.
Huh?
For watching OCD.
CDR money NDC.
Maybe me call crass no that time I run say but na kwabra dia so me mu pa. That time I dey be boy di benya no
You
ma
want
ba.
be 11 years. How do you be 2 years and compare with 11 years? How the CDR for the huh?
Kwabne.
Why do you
Na
compare
bet.
that?
There be
Huh?
that's a party. A
Why
revolving
not?
parties.
Why chairman see from say all canon. Obi a wo say what the 8 years I say no. What the obi a obi the 11 years I say had there no. 2 years now they compare. Bully 2 years now they compare. Musidi and NDC. Mo the best say o mine no. Nti no mo kire history na ye be kire mo. Na mo obi a kwan no nkire na dwen. So ya akoda, so ye hwan. Sisi na minia edem. Ofre ye young man Sami Jemfi boy ya me ko kan. O si o there be onim nti o be friend boy. There be o be friend boy. When you meet that person one on one, but what share bonten there. So when me a man
I
man,
said,
so man a young man.
Obi from a cars and can be a different
That's what I'm
story.
coming up. Who say Obi ko friend no so ya kwada no refer and say baby o no kwada o, but who refer and say oh your boy. You one on your boy. Or a young man. Instead the person will come on me and fan
Asama
baby a
Edem ba ya oba bed dress. Nye bi na kwabra so dress. Oh bo
oh,
bidin.
atama make me can't see me media na make me can me chere said the address people. Ne boni you know of about grab say yen nyina for me say asema ka say ezik ntimi nyemi ni ada because na dwen yen ntimi nwi nko bankrum to ntimi nyemi ni a omo ma ka nyina ebetimi adwen akọ bankrum to no ntimi nyemi ni a timo ba mo say yen nyina ni afọ a pa try the ntimi nyemi ni ada cause asem kra ye ka tunya asem no ba ko fan nsem bia betum ayemfa kwam Bibi, Medema no sin and I Casanche. They say, it's a video a few moments later, oh, and I'm yet me the king of lies, a channel, I say you Rajon Dramani Mahama. And then I'm saying, I got platform and so I cratchy, media better ho. 2003 year, a Professor Jampu, no money at the Asama Mahama Gokan, you see, and your phone in America, Mumia Kobo, Mahama Basono. Professor Jampu Asamo kind. Mark one while Oliver came up was a one or USS is your hobby. Says here, can you more ye? And this is Pokudam, and near Mom Kafa and same with you. And ne, say Mahama Becanas me no, yen you never tie the chidia. That's that I'm now touch that. Can we say do so? Platform is so me say nko konketin kete Mahama nko konketin kete na manfo nyina kasetia. Ba kwam na say e ya de papa. Ebe boa men krofo nya adwuma ye. Ni na ni abre person odane nkokọ ne ye kese no betimi ama na ye kese. Enye te bibia obi beka se eye bia no de eye kra ye gina platform so me nipa mo amotete akwantuo mu a munim se ID eye very important. Na mo run it down because enye John Mahama na akanti. There is same as you register. Onipa no see ready so what stubborn academy. Fight against. I see didn't get
No problem. You diabetes.
There why no.
I say video you diabetes. So sambo honda.
Oh, say be me board the runa na obi akwa kotie ni course na nsen ya. Ai ne no say ye nyina afi de nye Ghana for. Maka cho say every people no opposition a. E
Now,
dey mo man
videos no be brain
say
make sense be and ya munye impress mo mfa nwa ya some.
Make us also do one news.
Oh, yeah, me man chairman me man wasi chairman. We ma me fa ma say ni pando. Ba mo mra.
Wa heneko dia. Ma Isaac mra. Isaac.
Yeah, Bibi.
Yes. Bro.
On say wo Bibi you do time bia on ye fair.
You see.
Na
oh yeah, make at you. But catch me topic on the platform.
Yeah. O ma kwabna be ka say Isaac na adwen enye adwuma. No, and then on ye fair. We a hypocrite pa. I don't know why it's okuta Bible. Epa cut me. Because the same thing that Adam buyer or Babeka and open because anama committee because mono committee. Because yeah, Mammy more one example. Right. Anytime bia a discussion be ba me the man betumuno will be broke me. Anytime bia no so no go forward so basso bekasa. Aden usromiana. Usromiana. Because me study well. Na me kasa when you fair was say over block me. Hey, now when you post papa, I obey the papa. When we are president to Ghana, the anka Obia to me Kawase, Anka Oba Chen Akufo-Addo. Because power.
Okay,
Power. Yeah. No, Uncle Sam. The same assembly by me.
What can cry?
No, is it yeah? Anytime, yeah, sure, you know, you say you that Jenny, Baswa,
your life, I'm on put here.
Yeah.
If I say, if you better say, if you count people for you
yeah, because me no, party NDC, me, or no Quadano, on the margin back because me margin would do channel into Naya dia margin or no between a standing movie. A chance none when ya baha, yeah, no senior. Ye pese e kesa edutem ye no market here no sa no no kobranya chance o de kesa but don't me can show be so na dwe of na o party awo no because memra me kanfo MPP you know man kanfo MPP na ma dwe of wo so adwe wo low mame yeah intina me ba mentako bi because oba no be kama hama sama me ba mbeka Akufo-Addo asem anya wo de because Mahama all criticizing are fine. Obian customer Obian criticizing government or power. But all criticizing the panel, criticizing what no chrome. Yes, be a what tiny pan intino. Not de be a obaya, and the be a Mahama. And no, or come Mahama, Miami baya, Wafabuachi, Miami Wafabuachi say, me my bo, Akufo-Addo, a din 60 times. But on the new officer, bread and a boy and on. Oh, Moya Mohonia Chum, into the BMC Moya Chum, na moon person will be. Oh, moon no crap, mamma. Oh, but no, you should be biao. Yeah, you better can't send it here. You better can't send it here. Sure no, Modia Mona Moko meeting, Mona Modisadi, your bass no man fire, fine. But Maso, may timid or sure no so. You better pay more. Oh, Banao better be and what say, oh, man, so. May attack Mahama on third Mindi. But I am a president. Or you am a president. Opo or your president. Ninian Poko Tony Prempa. Near say, hey, Mahama na Aquatama Ninia. Sa politics no. Tremu. Oh, Nkrumah a down Carol. We were a down we were down. I had politics a tremu. Na Ankamin himself. More to Kwan, Sebi, my word, Bruchimpuno, Mompuna say, more educated or more Ghana. But more so, sɛnea nananom aka kyerɛ no ɛna ɛwɔ mo tiri mu oh NDC deɛ ɔmo bɛboo yɛ nananom na mo nananom nko na NDC boo mo tribe the whole Ghana tribe no mope and NDC oka ka say hey menka oh oba back
Yena running up right now.
yeah me running up nipa no yeto mahama ye big push or ye kwan no bi aba so mahama onye kwan bia na bebi atutu ne na me mete wona ma yekom because nipa no empe mahama asem nti no ye be defend it nti no oba na obedidi atame odi matter mbe more the same measure me no men kase bia me polish no yeah nti no say mo ye yi a obi ba se ne mo mpese obeye yi no mo ma no mekeka se na obi be kan na say o nya abotra to hallelujah Hosanna no me too say hallelujah Hosanna no me the man we see
Ayo eja twim ofa na say o consulting room eja ofa twim okay o here so akod ene eja bet elder so are busy yeah do so
Metie bi mu nkɔ na
oh
agya.
yo enko say bombardie na
Moha.
yes
Yo,
bram
yeah, Cassavia, yeah, you said, yeah,
creative Thursday tino
in the American about a year, survey be a course, global info analytics, Modi Abetuja. Na say,
mo kind of prepare
and the
na
Obian and
group be mo kind of group be so mo
a
kind
savvy, no, so no, your parameters say, yeah, dear savvy, inti, Omuya peer to peer mechanism say a wronger. And imagine a error no said, yeah, why, Oko invest into why, either research that. And he said, yeah, and I know you absent so by say, Ubana say, chair, a chain, no be able to say, and for ye. Omaye, Sabi. Was a Sabin so no, would me take it me a random sampling, and I say, with me a targeted sampling, and would mean for Obia na but or say, you will respond as no, follow certain kind of rules. Na it me man scientific. Eti papa yi ne nkɔfoɔ yɛ ɔmo hɔ no so ɔmo ana ɛyɛ MPP koraa yɛ ɔmo yi ɔmo bɛyɛ ɔmo presidential yi no ɔmo yɛ ade nti wobɛtumi ato akɔ internet tɔrɔ yɛ yɛ yi na sɛ ebia plus or minus nti wohwɛ a sɛ 65 from kan ya na wahwɛ sɛ 69 na ɛtɛm a nti ebɛtumi aba afa ho eti sabe yɛ ɔmo kɔ yɛ no deɛ ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo kan sɛ last time a ɔmo yɛ yi no ɔmo ka sɛ maama Ghana for approval no na yɛ 68%. But the way omo ye new po no maye no akọ from 1% say no was 67%. Ti 1% no na free so. Na social survey na direction of the country. Ombusa respondents ni say they be a country ni kono et say last year December 25th no na Ghana survey for na year no 66% and say a call right direction, but March 2026 across 65%. Wrong direction for no December na 24%. Since I call 28%. 24% I call 28%. Let's increase 4%. Or more me no opinions so no. December na 10%. Since I about former 7%. So about job approval of the president, send a jumano a so near. Na December na 67%. This year is 67%. One I send the juma and so no. December na 24%. A year March I call 26%. Over performance of the government as a whole now, you say government no the Juma as a whole no say a year December 22%, a year March 2026 I caught 29%, that's an increase 7%. Say excellent and for 29% the government excellent. About very good news na December na 50%, a year March about 30%, average December na 11%, March ya 22%, poor or very poor na December na 17%, a year March a 26%. Na bibi wo de
More
call
office or Ghana.
I'm office of Ghana. Say wo call a year stronghold of the MPP a omo konjene say enye certificate no moye no. In Ashanti region no omo call regions ne koye yi. Omo call Ashanti region no omo call stronghold of the MPP. Say as the omo na ye official opposition e yinti no. Omo person who say president no the Bobre was our region no. No omo call Ashanti region no stronghold of the opposition in patrick no call the poll show say 56% of voters approve of his performance. Omo approve of Mahama performance. Ewa Ashanti region 56%. Omo Eastern region no 64% in the same Mahama Ejuma so ni. And omo baby about Omiari and Northeast region so 65%. That's a very very good pass. Ashanti region. President a NDC ni omo man 56%. Eastern region 64 and Northeast region so 65. Na oko living standard nso a Ghana for say 58% almost say conditions no better than a year ago. It is 2026 no better than even 2025 no 58% in the kind. Compared to 16% almost say living standard na akofom. 58% say living standards no more. Optimism of the future, last one, optimism of the future say the HSM no say omo areshemu say Ghana ekwanko na 68% na Eka say they expect their standard of living to improve over the next 12 months, down from 70% in the previous quarter, 20 at so 2%, 68%, and I think say still high.
Yo, yeah, na.
No, na bibi, kakra mechanic. So far so good, no. Mahama ni overall approval no from 68 and about 67, but what share that parameters are. It's a Bibia no in high marks, especially in the strongholds of the MPP. No, Ashanti Eastern, Mahama, positive approval rating 56 for Ashanti region, 64 for Eastern region, 65 for Northeast region. With the data na between what to do with the data need
yeah, constituency chairman.
Michelle B. And I'm saying, community platform, so community who study, I say, be a last person. None of them will come from me.
As I say, Oba now.
Say, are you network native coil?
Me, I miss me the ana, more association, netitico.
Yeah, yes, I'm Kitua.
Uti, statistics na idugo.
A
reflect on someone about him. Yeah, Yamba kind of
say, no, the state
feeling.
The history 3% in the PBRT. And I see be a year no or trot one. Osha and Yoma and no city no mercy fatigue. No air crawl. Oh, it's still crawling. You come say, city in say, after area, no maybe, and no man say, yeah, maybe Jankas and no more PJ Musa, there be wrong say, mechanism. Oh, we know maybe now, yes, area. Sanka and we are net to quit the Queen say, and Cabo who say, war, na me be castana, me was so now. Me both na was say, be crab my pike come out, Jenny, and then I can no boo. And I na a year, a hoa. Said ye, you penny, watchy, I had the Obeca say, if you're nine, a year, if you so. Many or can't have no, a ma, the Queen say, Bettina sim. And as you know, no platform no so. Na and only interest say, Coco Asamoba, Brab watch and become was it. Obeka, Swat Mission, Obeka. And tis Hanani a penno. In the Amiasi, say you will in Yansafuni the 4 platform no swat. Sometimes no come as a motor. She will be a Casubi TV. Not your eddy, it true. Nana Boachi ne Ofatum ne Sanumanumano, Wahanum, Akra de ono book dito di to train or Akra body book no de train. Na just say yanka say papa when is adi na ye. Nti media me say Opanyin Mahama de waye enra na se na waye ni di. Say enipa ebeba ababe de akunya be shi nipa nsa. Na wadi bibia ba na Africa see ya Africa countries ye can BBC BBC Africa just say yeah dey nyina so bitima ka say nipa bia ye bibi o we bi ye man panyin John Dramani abebi Obama na ayi bibia ewiase fa na nyina bibia betu bibia eli from BBC DW CNN Parliament British Parliament okay come bia three bombs so bia nka bibi
Yeah,
to no
some.
so that's me say
They
enti
can't.
o say
See, you can't. You're not free, man.
Ay, na se nye bibia de beka, ye beka bibia from at least nipa jo be fi. Nipa
You
jo
can't
be fi.
speak.
Bibi bit me free maba. Bibi bit me free maba.
Okay.
Say bibi bit me free maba. So
A lot
one
of
pursue
people going listening, research.
one pursue bibi se nkofo ye no mu dilis. One pursue bibia. Omo hu hwi o. One pursue omo a. Oh na kwa say de bia ye de ba ye besre. Ye de fa bibia betum ma ye dwene emfa bibi se ba. Na ye de omunum se de bia de ba de bia besre. Sa no ye o ma dwene se de bia besre. Ye fa ade be de broader discussion be ba betimi de ensaye aba. On me share because you and your other meetings omuku African leaders no mo ko masem kwa mo kan ye mfa. Omuko transfer won mo sa na ade a ewiase ye ka no abofo nko ne omo ti wiase. Before ye de kasa ye de abofo mo mfa. I didn't say it before ye kasa from one canon one corner de be omdomeka ye was ye fan de bibi because almost say the be besre almost say the be babia ya sere sere nkwa na besre ene de ya mesre o ye be kan de haye ene de pe de o ma ye yen o ha mo de ato ye so ene mu dwani dwane no o se ba ne do mu dwane anke besre de a anko me fan we se mi se baba bo am because ye ni mu ase de sere sere ya sra ene de anko sere they be can't the high in African countries and the high in the cattle. Let's say, as it's a biba, let's say, no mess, I will be memo. Aha, I'm moving ye to your opinion. Malubisi,
Yo, yeah,
number
that's it.
story brace, a very say. In the Yabut, that's why I am a mock of member who's to be. Nams me that time of Becassabi. Ah, mobile Minkasa. So, but we protest about, but we protest about the battle. Aha, Papa Smile good years, Hannah was with the battle.
You, come on. You I think the a great and on
Say
yes,
pon
some person for continue. You say, you're running up now. Chenka, Pasenka, that we heard the facts and figures. Is it true? Say, Kuyafono still music anima, and I need teacher for the nurses for a G into your What is happening? It is an answer, a couple of years between your muka. And I say a different party. But it may be just by the way. And yeah, running up now.
For the say open akuafo hina or platform in the atua ka
And so
unim
on the
any atua ka so unim ebi ono be try 4
na
years
sabna
4 years ni
papa
bi
tu
a
twa
no
ne ka
akwaji
u
4
beje
years
di
ni bi a no akwaji ni sika eduma ni
sabna
try 4
papa tu
years ni
twa
bi
ne
a no
ka u
akwaji ni
beje di
sika
unjindi itela obeka se enye ndokre nti
sɛ wo ba bɛka sɛ yɛ nokorɛ ɛdi wodɔ
Cobra is
yɛtua
also
ɛka wo
Montio.
ba bɛka sɛ wo akora ti
Bibi
bɛka sɛ
almost
yɛtua wo
about they say the aqua and
abɛwiwi
we dey for this
2016 kora akatua
funny.
bi abɛkyerɛ ɛni mo ntwa ɔfa boakye 4 years ɔbɛkɔ
You
akɔgye ne sika after 4 years ɔbɛ akɔgye ne
wa
Bros.
sika
tu twa ne ka wo se me kan yo wa kan
And
itela unjindi
sometimes the media, the internet can be something because maybe old videos keep on popping up. And and also
oh
bit my confusion.
na bibi
About you, yeah.
two parties in no politics are already cocoa and emissary.
Dan 4 years no ko jusika. Ah, I don't know 4 years. 4 years no ko jusika.
Kwabra nyabutre. Kwabra
They say how would
nyabutre
your
na.
man say no akwa bibi
Okay.
say season no minus season e wura mu no koko ni kakra wo ho a eno na che say first camera according to Lance's bias no almost wo san ka scan na akọ carry kra na
Eje say ebi akam.
that need the omotua
Okay.
omotua with the old
Already
price
aseni
new price
ekrom bede.
who scan no
Say eno de yente miracles agwaje a wontumi nya miracles no say yente nenka.
Of watch no na just no press o motia. Dey be amanfo gina Facebook. See etua o. Una be ka just see etua o.
Kwabra betima e o video
Hey,
so. Betima
Akoye
e
o
o
se
nsɛm
video.
Mahama de
kan
ne kaya ni simu
kwa
tutu.
benasi
no
Obi
say
odi
this
etua ne
apɛsɛ
ka.
sɛ yɛtwa ne ka wo
Na
sɛ
o de
ɛyɛ
o
ne
de etua o ka.
Akwabra
Wa
za
na
kwa
just
no
etua
kware
o ka.
etua ono obehu si
Omo
etua.
ndom nya Ghana fo.
kwa
Wa na
benasi
etua
aseɛ
hwan ka.
ɔse yɛ mu sɛ akuafoɔ hene wɔ ɔno so di nukura sɛ yɛtwa ne ka wo sɛ ɛnyɛ ne dɛ.
Obi antu obi aka.
Oh,
Na
All
bi
David.
obi
right.
okada si etua no.
Oh, for
Ah,
my
o
running
de
up
etua
now.
ne kan.
Bibi
My running
bisa
up.
Peter fɔ nso ɔmo hɛ
Teacher ni bi ani.
David
Easy.
misi Peter fɔ sɛ
Enti na
deɛ
you could be because there be a internet then go full.
Ama for the
Maybe a
koje
bit
na
my
o
old
du
way.
class etua o ka. Zo mo de koje na o de zo mo
wɔn
mo
sɛ
de.
ɔmo tumi ka koko ho asɛm o. So
Yo,
Eh,
over Jim. Okay,
and
over
go
Jim.
go
Yo,
to me
so
go
I just say so. Over
3,600
so
Nana.
kasa. No, mama swati.
oh the American
Um.
is say minus season e buy no
Okay.
and
Akosi over akosi.
Lance's buy
Yeah,
na
for you really.
almost said that first
Mm.
scan
sɛ
Nti wo
Bibi
ka
sɛ
na wo
wopɛ
de o last word
Bibi
ba
na yi
of
pictures
akosi
a
watch.
mebɛtɔɔ no
Wo ka
ɛmu
na de.
deɛ na ɛyɛ nwanwa sɛ ɔmo kɔyɛ
Eh,
Saturday a Central Region.
me last
Sabi no
the
o na say bi be da o. Sabi no
Bra
Cobra
me de
66% Ghanaian.
Prince no kwasem say sa
66%
sofi
Ghanaians say
ndi me she
say
da
their life is
nyindi.
very
Aha, so
bad.
that
I know the one
enti
one
no
papa.
wo sɛ
I know the
wongye
one
ndi
who and one papa.
But
We
it
propaganda
will
when na
reflect
go we.
ɛhɛ
O
it
the
reflect what or
propaganda
what he was
one
saying
the
say you are
propaganda.
growing. On say increase ne kete but yes
enti
see
me say wo
me
wɔ Central Region sɛ
because
56%
he said that ni
ɛne
because omo nyina mo nka no kre.
ayo enti no sɛ ɛbaeɛ na ɛkaa sɛ nka ɛyi Mahama ne approval rating yɛ -1 deɛ a yɛbɛbom ɛno ano no ɛmu yɛ correct
Sa
reflect paa.
and say me small say
We be da o. Only 58% Ghanaians say omo papa. Agree with you. But we need
all
to
right.
go wa meka. O mu ye pa o.
I
O
think
pa
I
pa
mean,
da.
besides that, I didn't go
Propaganda
in so I
man.
come. Oh, there.
Na ɛde da memfa me posti ɛdeɛ data me hɔ ne pɛ data sɛ me
All
ɛsɛ
right.
mebɛtumi mede to
Yeah,
hɔ
That's why
no
66%
ɛ-
Ghanaians
ɛno
no
deɛ
be
yeah,
from
yeah.
life.
pabla
Eh bad no
ɛfa
we
fa no
one
no
papa. The same thing with you.
Mama, is ready for you. Okay, ain't it one of
Akwaji.
the shots? Yeah, one of the shots.
yɛmpɔn
I pong, ain't you know, last word,
Eh,
wosa
last
kɔ
word.
a
Akwaji
no da
kama
yi
medem.
ayi
What time na kan nyina medem. Nene edem. Asa wantimi anka na edem. Time na kan nyina fa.
And the money has
That
to be
time bi
account.
aka bi edem edem.
This will
2
be
hours
can
kura
be
mo fa
ansana.
medem.
Open opa kasatia you, Adam baby, Beccasia. No, but change all the figures, but not your writer. No, I bet the obetche or the
Oh,
about
Akwaji
right
dey say
place.
propaganda king. Are say. O say bi na
I them
bibi.
no or no tia
Okay.
chire all the figures, but not your
Oh,
writer.
there
No, the
edem
about
go ni say
three.
me figure bi am de mani bi a genuine one. Ono no ntimi me dispute me
Una
figure bi.
woka.
Ah, no, but
Okay.
say me go fa a prince dey bi
Kwabra,
mana.
your last
Asema
word.
ba ho. Ah, me
Kwabra, your
last
last
word
word.
and say on say video here na make say kohwe adan. O man chechire no. Ghana no problem o Ghana dey be those time na Ghana first if we nyina kogu aka bibia prince no o kwabna as usual. Such na bibia o Ghana bia ye keka say mo abaso. The same thing o. Unya ka so enema we oh there be and then they are crutch say bibia ye mo abaso na mahama aka no obeti na mahama aka no. The same as na mahama aka no. Obi kan the same as no so wa nka ne sa. I say o kan sa. Ti anje kire man sa. Se Ghana ne pese ekọ eyanimu a. Ade bia mahama ye bia wadwen ye adwuma. Na hu ade we bebo agirima. Ana de o man be kọ nanim no. Ense se obeka setia. The same thing I wo ho na hu se bia. Yesi we ni ye de akọ anim. Ye mfa ye manko school. Den kwada ni ntimi nyam pempenso ne ade alatafo. uko wiase afa na nyina aba America ani ade ya Asian Foundation dia ma omuti no omudi om de kakra so so ana omoko yemfa kakra so ma yenko ada na omdu ba bi a ene ma yiza mama yesi da bi yenya om ne enkoto paade ma om na omfa ma oma ya ase we ede oma ko nanim we de oma ya chichiri ko nanim yenka senti akeke because enye ye ne de ba yin no ehu hia enkokwa ketenkete amampo se ehu hia no mi mehu se ebetimi abo obi kura ma onya na ade obetimi dey turn in life around enso kekoye se efi the other side wurade Christ Apostolic ka beti Babylon fo year of return aye di Ghana ye nuan makatafo e nyina ekofie na yetimi asese o madwen no ense be na mokafa ho mahama koya yenyi ntum yenyi yi yenyi de na ntum ede na yenyi ntum enu 2023 kupu ado kokan ujitum tensemu professors kai akurase professors enya nwanwase akwa winsani ya what a friend is I'll pick it up. Hold on. I know. Hold on. Yeah. I'll pick it up, okay? Secretary. And the BB. As a secretary.
said the bear akra.
Yes,
Kasa no
the
koso we
secretary
bia
call,
o baga say
or chairman say call Benjamin pick a corner. Let me nyai a no. And you know, yen when this for the Mahama ye be a day or mine be conanimo. Ye man de akonanim. Ni enye ne be kan ho asem. Mo mo person mo twen 4 years no so twen 4 years. Ukoko sika kamu a twen 4. Ti okwa no akoje. Why? Na abi. Ya small boys no. Obi anya small boy. Oye 10 years akura na amani putu a. Odi sebo. Na dwi mu do ti na de ama no. Ya nkwada asem na mpanifo no. Munko ye adwuma no. Sem mpanifo ne nkwada nkwada na ya munyo no.
Ye taki MPP ni NDC dia na oni NDC fo akoyewa.
Oh, that
my friends.
I mean, no one want any zipono. Omonya matam for me here as a fool, no my menyonko. And this upon any as a fool,
it's okay.
I know what he says. I go cousin.
Your friends say, Prince, last word.
But Kwabra, when somebody was calling somebody,
I've been now saying,
yeah, I made a few calls.
Okodai.
No, I don't.
Because you were not
no, so kings.
I was dealing with this guy. I was dealing with that Ghana, which is not working. And when we say
Papa Ghana ye juma. Uko ya ko twinsu aba opi no.
Ma be making the last point now.
Ghana poensi ama ga be twinsu aku. Eye juma papa man ye juma. Obi a de bia criticize no don so.
And this for transfer, Cobra. There was a
and it was a mine until they say George, you bet George, no, this year, ya to us. Omo de uja mo be say no. Omo this guy said there or
Bibi.
My prince,
no, quick one. Let me ask you this question. Bibi, I did religious studies. So am I Osofo?
No.
Why?
Somehow you are not a professional Osofo.
Oh, what do you mean? I did religious studies, so I can call myself Osofo.
Say your core Bible with the Christo Nibia Sopo a bit my Osofo.
I'm not talking. I studied. I've done the theory. I've done everything. So I'm Osofo.
In this content.
So going forward, you address me as Osofo because I read religious study. Yes.
Okay.
The same way. If somebody studied economics, the person is an economist. Do you understand?
I know I study economics. What does not make him economist?
Okay, so then why are you telling me after studying religious study, I'm more qualified than some of these Obinim and the rest do?
Say accounting, accountant.
No, Sam. Leave accountancy. Leave accountancy. I've studied religious studies.
What's your law?
No, forget about law. I did. Look, the law I studied. The law most of the people calling themselves law in Ghana. Don't understand. I'm even better than them, but I don't call myself a lawyer.
Do
you understand?
But I said, who need what it takes there? Now need what it takes.
Oh, so when you study economics, then you have what it takes. When you go and study economic theory, When you go and study economics, you have what it takes.
I
Baby, me locking on
there be money. We're getting the point, you know.
No, I'm not finished.
Hey,
This is just a big one. Go around and get back to me. Look, Bibi, you step in nicely. You step in
You just
nicely.
also,
told him to go and you still talking.
Otherwise,
You
what
told
I
him
would
to
have
go
said
and
if
you
I'd
still
come on,
talking.
what I
let me give you your time, eh? Okay, Prince, Prince Unkasa.
Anyway, baby, I'm making a final comment.
Okay, yeah.
So now for Kwabena cannot for any, I guess, contributors. So Obi host there, Munkai will say host before and some we and we try our very best to make the show presentable because Nkofo be braided around the world. So if the host decides to cut somebody off and also establishes some kind of rule, we have to try and abide by those rules. If the host or face be a host near biased and as be yes, perhaps the host might be or he or she may not be. You try your best and abide by his rules. Sine beya obe host to program na kama. But beya to say a betaki host no, and I say by beya exchange back and forth with the host na it doesn't help. Outside. This is a live show. If the host does something and you don't see as being fit now, I'm sure Senior will access to Papa Smiley's information. Behind the scenes, you can file a complaint with Papa Smiley because host not one, the whole mission is about making sure it's true, about running smoothly. Send a bay will be general maintenance or TA or Betty or be any. It all can be even or face and coiness or choice here. Perhaps you will face will be or bias. Unfortunately, that's the host decision. Abide by it. Let's go forward. Later on, behind the scenes, you can file your complaints. But I still live now by the challenge host, now by the attack host, I don't think so we will allow that. So we did here for any kasano obia enfa in obia enfa to the trim near my host a chance to do what they have volunteered themselves to do. They better be biase. Mediano.
Yo, yeah, that's it. I just say your last word, you now.
Yeah,
Still,
but
okay.
Mr. last commentary. Yeah,
All right.
Mr. Safo this year and I'm submitting Petros. Safo, the Wakani and I know Yakin. So I say, Utu, Dokuno for now to a jam was so for. Who's the
Momoni
Kasa
point?
wona ne
ana
kasa ye ne ne yadwe.
momoni o.
Kasa wona ne yadwe, man kasa ye ne ne yadwe.
See,
You two for now, for South Shire. Are they my body? So a
yeah,
bit is say,
so
Asoma wa
yes,
wo te eye nyina. Eye nyina.
Prince, your friend say, Nyabotre. Ah,
yes, Utu, Momone for now to a jam was so for. Yenu anom
fair
so
to
a
answer.
ya na ɔmo bɔ ɔmo ho mmɔden host ma yɛn no yɛda ɔmo ase ɔmo yɛ adwuma pa na ɔmo so ɛsɛ ɔmo hu ne sɛ a mea mo mi so meka ho because me host bi pɛn onya ma abɛgye saa akonnwa no tena so a wo neutrality no ɛyɛ paramount so ɛmekyɛ no yɛmmɔ mmɔden ase yɛbɛ play neutral role ebi koraa na nyɛ wadwen sɛ wɔyɛ bias but obi bɛtumi atena baabi agye sɛ bia wɔyɛ bias so sɛmi wɔ hɔ nom a ɔne ne bɛtwe no wobɛ waste more time sɛ ka wogyaa nnipa nkora ma ne kasa a na ka yɛkɔ yɛ nim nti no a little bit of fairness here and there also will go a long way to help the program saa na mpɛ sɛ meka meda mo ase
Oh, that's it. Aqua Prince still when you're ready. Jabet, oh last word now. Okay. And yeah, Benewa. Okay.
Yeah, baby.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Yeah, point on the other chat one.
yo, yeah, I say her. I'm a mono. Yeah, bumpire saying I'm a bema near my coso. Now, if you hear analysis, air coso ne data hodoa ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɔman no so far as a panic no koraa kɔ fam no alone no ɛkyerɛ sɛ yɛkɔ so enti sɛ obi yɛ economist obi yɛ ho yɛ na ehia yɛn o yɛhia sɛ amamuo no obi a yɛde ne kɔhyɛ gold board nko a watumi ayɛ ama Ghana gold a yɛatɔn bɛyɛ 10 billion nyina no yɛnya forest reserve no a aba Ghana foto a yɛno yɛpɛ forest currency no a yɛmmerɛ kɛse ɛno na ama dollar no da so da 10 that alone no yɛhia economist papa bia na ɔde ayɛ no yɛhia nipa na adwene yɛ adwuma ti sɛ no kɔ so a no kyerɛ wo sɛ aban no ɔyɛ good economist the economist a me maame abrewa kora na ɔkɔdwam kɔtɔn ne nneɛma na ɔnkɔ school da no na hwan na ɛyɛ ne sikasɛm ma no nti no sɛ nipa na adwene yɛ adwuma bi atumi yɛ sikasɛm yie ɛno na ehia yɛn bio no sɛdeɛ yɛka sɛ nkruma yɛ wei no ne nnwuma no ɔyɛ ne nyina wɔ hɔ ba hwan na ɛbɛ maintain no ɛna John Mahama so ɔpɛ sɛ ɔrevival bebree yɛyɛ Commander Sugar Factory yɛyɛ Kumasi Shoe Factory ne nyina nkurɔfoɔ wei baayɛ adaamɔnefoɔ yɛ o ɔmo abɛgya ama ne nyina asɛe ɛnɛ ɔka sɛ ɔmo sɛ NDC foɔ mmom ɛna ɛyɛ ɔmo nation workers come on yɛka na yɛ nkyerɛkyerɛ mu saa monhu deɛ nti a yɛpɛ ɔmo no asɛm no not because sɛ ɔmo ho ɛfɛ kyerɛ sɛ yɛde ɔmo mmienu no to nsɛnea ni a NDC foɔ na adwene kuruma nnwuma pa no a momu ka ne da biara no ho nti no yɛbaa yɛpɛ sɛ yɛ revive na adwuma no gyina so ɛnɛ yɛsɛ yɛyɛ Ghana akwan nyinaa na sɛ yɛnya akwan papa ne yɛfa so a wode kaa papa kɔ Ghana anaa Accra Kumasi no a ɛnɛ brain take boa yɛ de no wonim sɛ yɛbɛba fam economically no aban no yɛ kwan no a ɔtete nneɛma so ano no but kwabra ne ihu ɛno sɛ yɛnkɔfa sɛ yɛfrɛ ne sɛ ne n'asefoɔ nti yɛdeɛ yɛbɛkɔ so a abɔ aban no aba so enwuma pa ɔyɛ bɔne nso a nipa deɛ mfomsoɔ bata nipa ho sɛ mo nso a mowɔ hɔ a mode bɔne no a na mopɛ koraa no mode mobɛkan no na mmom ɔyɛ papa a yɛ so yɛbɛba abɛkyiri mu nti ɛn deɛ na yɛde ano bɛsi ha yi a bibi
Yeah, Bibi, I'm here. I've not spoken. I'm here.
Yeah, so okay, now come okay, kasa, come do chat to about emboa. Kasa.
Look, you see, when people come to tell us that you are free to say what you want, but when you say what you want, there's a consequence. But when they say what they want, there's no consequence. Some of us, we don't buy those rubbish things. Do you understand? Nobody on this platform can tell me what I should believe or I should say.
I know the old boy.
The decision.
Hey, Abe.
Yeah, Baba Smiley, I'm here.
You can't say nobody can tell you what you say on the platform. The old boy.
So you are now with me. You are not with me. You are not with me. You are not with me. Baba Smiley.
Papa.
Anyway, I don't want to react to you. You see, so when Sami Jemfi takes a decision, it affects me. Do you understand? Those of you who are sycophants, you are cooks, you are students. So to you, whatever Sami Jemfi does to you is sacrosanct.
Bibi, why?
Yes,
round up the phone. Why? Round up the phone.
Okay. No, your last word.
And the next person. So, Obia, you should tap our words, maybe I'm mute. That's all. Going forward in the Sunday, no more mute, and then you go forward. Why?
Isaac.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
Kasa. Last word.
Mana Papa Smile de bano anka beboa because obia to me eme di do bia tap no bi ba no be respond wa na akoya asem because ye na moja fo bia mu. Yeah, intino sa amra because we your host na say obi e ka asem ti obi na obu wani gusu na so ante na mom obi ba no be respond wa na wo ba mu dia afi na wo ba ba ye dia and then enye because ye na yeah, was who I contribute to. Obia, who support your party? Me support to me party. Yeah. Oh, Obi wa hot Mahama. Me pe Mahama sem. Because you more you know. Yeah. Into no, yentra ho am obi me ya de enwi na fi oba na abaye. Yeah. Into no, ye nema bebre wo hɔ a yɛtumi ka no afidie so ba yɛ na ebu yɛ na egu so because ne nsɛm nyinaa na ɔba ɔbɛka ɔba ɔbɛka because nema bebre wɔ hɔ a mo yɛ tie binom yeah ebinom ba mo fi sɛ yɛ okay ba ebinom ba deɛ ne ɔmo tumi ɛbɛ yɛ deɛ ɔmo paa na ɔmo kɔ na yɛ sɛ akɔyɛ te sɛ party talks no family and friends business now also. But I have family and friends business and so because Obi a China. Yeah, and I mean to me I said Obi criticizing Mahama, Mama criticizing no. O criticizing on now say nipa so support Mahama. On so ban now on share now o criticism now oh you know. Emfamu a nipa no oba obi respond because you who in trouble brain nkofo atwa agu nkofo so sa politics e di a political history of Ghana na yin inim into no yeah into no basa ye de ni hwemo mo de yi ne ba ye hwe yeah into no good yeah
Okay.
that's it.
For Chumo, Adam of a Chum. Okay. I think said the Daeko Sun ya pity. I say
That's
an
Papa Smile
assistance.
final word.
You be German or not, Oko. They say Casatintin, a friends and phone swamp. You know, baby, a DBC and he said, Bitio be now so on punch. And so, Casa is Ethiopia, but the whole point is that saying, you know, a bit me about more than say. Though we can wait me, I criticize here, assembly will be a bet me a criticize point, but a turning personal attacker, a man at the end because yeah, try handle this issue for a very long time, but it is persistent. It's a is a when you be who say what can be binti, but all the same, that is what the sunny comopers of Buyano. There is a program near I hot, and now politicians ne cry no more Jessica no more guys I don't know. First now no more conto call conto call studio near they say Cromajai. Inti say and so you're address your name be. Sometimes a name money be ma at the program here and I say yeah, but it do baby the way I say a corpus nan and papa and that's it so much now yeah so a bit my
Baby. Thank you very much. But that's funny, Mr. Asa na ko NDB na bodum no why.
okay I make us
And
what
I
about
mean
studio
me kasa wa bonse me na bonse na me kasa.
Asɛ
okay
mobɛgya yɛ wɔ akyire hɔ ana?
okay
You
yeah more training
it's
and me come
also baby also baby ko system so na ko end no ho no ko
I
ko lewu na abonyo na pe
me
what
ko
be
you free me
awo.